freaking time.
I didn't even know this until like yesterday.
Yeah.
And that's why I texted Kevin.
All right, we're live.
All right.
Okay.
Speaking of sunglasses, remember those red ones I had?
I think so.
Where's that red one gonna go?
I don't.
Oh, you don't remember?
No.
Are we live?
We are live.
I got to get up close.
Let's what does they say? Spill the tea? Is that
My mom,
Tip the
when
tea?
she was talking about the podcast yesterday, did say, you got to tell Mike to get closer to the mic. I said, Mom, I tell everybody every week.
I thought you were gonna say.
True story, by the way.
is this
Tell Mike to spill the tea.
That's what I thought you were going to say.
Like,
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah,
no,
like
no,
you
no.
said, your mom
Mommy
is no
does
chill.
not like spilled tea. She likes it all down the
That's
old
right.
Gulliver.
Mommy.
All right.
Gulliver?
Three,
Is that what I
three,
sound
two,
like?
one. Go Nintendo Podcast, Webisode 816, the Sobble Podcast. The Go Nintendo Podcast is a part of the HyperX Podcast Network. You can find us and other shows at podcast.hyperx.com. MomBrain, you want to tell us about Sobble, please?
Do I have a choice?
Yeah, you got a choice.
There's always
And
a choice.
She chooses.
How about you want Kirby to do that? Oh my gosh, your hair looks great.
Thank you.
That is a nice shade. Yeah.
Thank you. I just got it done yesterday. Pokemon 816.
She chose to do it.
Sobble.
She
Sobble.
She saw a ghost.
When scared, this Pokemon cries. Then that's it.
Let's
Oh,
talk about the
okay.
Pokemon, not me.
Its tears
Sobble, I
pack the
get it.
chemical punch of 100 onions.
It's
And
so
attackers
sad and you're
won't be
laughing at
able
it.
to resist weeping. They're only a foot tall and 8 pounds. They're male and female. The category is water lizard. Abilities include torrent, powers up water.
That's an explanation of what torrent is.
Oh, type moves when the
You're
Pokemon's
not
HP is
gonna
low.
read it?
That's what I read. Abilities torrent dash powers up water
Torrent.
dash type moves when the Pokemon's HP is low. That's what I'm reading.
These
Okay.
are crowdsourced, right?
Thank you, MomBrain. Here, I'll read it to you.
Quick question.
So hold on.
No,
The ability
you
is
hold on.
torrent, and torrent powers up water type moves when the Pokemon's HP is low. There you go.
Did he just wizard sleeve into
I don't-
Nicky Hill's face?
I don't know that he did. I think it was just mostly in the face.
I'm sorry.
That was really good.
Great
Let it be
start to
known,
the
I
show.
tested negative before I came here.
What? It went into my sleeve.
Ooh, did it just get really hot in here?
MomBrain is here.
I am.
NickyHill is here for
Not
now.
for long.
Kirby's here. DeuxMichaels is here.
Ooh,
And I am here. And of course, Josh Grobot is here. Mr. Grobot, how are you this weekend?
No, not at all.
He's not having it.
Okay, thanks, Josh.
So my question,
Thanks. Very cool.
Very cool.
quick question about that Pokemon.
Quick question.
I'm trying to think of the words. So it uses its tears,
Yeah.
but it's a water type. Are tears made of water?
salty water.
Is that what they are? Or are they like the chemically something a little
Salty
different?
Do I
Discharge.
look like Professor Pokemon?
No, I think that tears do have like they're
They have juice in them of some
they're
sort,
different
but-
than sweat. Like I think that you see other stuff in tears. I'm pretty sure.
Hello, Rosemary.
No, you do. And actually, they studied them. They looked at them under a microscope, and tears of joy had a different crystal formation than tears of like fear or sadness.
Juice. I just keep thinking of when Nicky Hill was a child.
Everything
and
was juice.
Yeah, and he used to call the pool juice. He'd be like, "Can we go swimming in the juice?" I still think that's hilarious.
That's really funny.
Yeah.
Hello, Guy Bones and Highly
I
Atomic
believe
Burn
Nicky Hill
Cheese.
did just go swimming in some juice.
And Rosemary the Farmer and Freddie Fro and Zianbashi and Timdo and Tentavision and Red Souza and Tanuki Tony and Anastasia Beaverhausen and Blood Ocean and the Super Sanchez and Dre Gamer and Takamoto and Gecko Kitsune and whoever else I didn't see in here. Oh, I see some and Ram Detective Conan. What did I miss that Detective Conan is going on in here?
Are
I like
you
that.
intentionally holding the microphone like right next to that?
Yeah, because I got it definitely. Two
Yes,
big
I-
peaks. Yep.
Yes, I am. And
He speaks into the can.
I
This-
want
looked at
everyone to
those-
know I'm
He was
drinking
saying, "I love you."
Yeah, this podcast is brought to you by Polar Seltzer.
separate from tears. I'm
new-
drinking Dragon Whispers.
Dragon. Oh, I was going to say Dragon Tears, but
What's that song?
Dragon juice.
Wham's Dragon Whispers.
Yeah, no, sing it though.
We're never gonna dance again. Go ahead.
I don't know the rest.
Guilty feet have got no rhythm.
Oh yeah.
Oh, okay. Well,
It's easy to pretend.
Dragon
No, I'm
Whispers.
not a fool. Or you're not a fool. Somebody's not a fool.
it took
The
me a
fooler can't be fooled again.
took me a while to
All right, so
get
Nicky
it.
Hill wouldn't let me drink this until
Rummy
the
Cowboy,
podcast.
you have the voice of an angel.
Mistress
Yeah, you
Mary.
got
like
perfect
Mary.
pitch.
Oh my God, there's nothing better. There's nothing
Polar-
better.
I had no
Seltzer.
idea that they changed Mistress Mary to Mary Mary. I had no idea she was a mistress.
This
Oh,
is Dragon Whispers.
I thought it was
wasn't
too
allowed to
filthy
try
for
it until the
children.
show.
yeah.
What flavor is this? What flavor is Dragon?
It's Dragon Whispers.
Dragons smell
I'm
nice.
Is it dragon fruit? That seems like the obvious choice.
I feel like it should have a metallic.
Yeah,
like
tastes like water. There it is.
I feel like
There's your
dragons
review.
are metallic.
Oh right, he doesn't taste
The
it.
old seltzer.
Super taster can't taste nothing.
Smells so great. Doesn't taste like anything but
Yeah,
water.
it's a.
That's because you don't taste
tropical-
any sugar.
it's
We
a
all know how
fruit-
this works.
a fruit bomb with a tropical punch.
If you smell it, you're like, man, it's gonna be good. Then you drink it, and you're like, that's just spicy
What
water.
if you like boiled it for a while, like with the?
I think
with
someone I saw someone on Twitter say that seltzer is the spicy of the water or something like
Yeah.
that.
Do you think if you boiled it, it would concentrate the flavor a little bit?
Let's do a science
Did you see-
experiment for next week.
Did you see that there's a TikTok of a guy working at the Polar seltzer factory, and he sets a lime next to a glass of water and then stirs it up, and he's like, yeah, and then like he calls up like lemon flavor and like leaves the phone on speakerphone.
You
next to him.
got to hold the mic closer to your mouth. I don't know what to tell you.
You need me to eat it?
See, that was great.
That is not sustainable.
Well, yelling like that, yeah, that's true.
That is not correct.
Do you seem very fed up about? Hello, Tony,
what I
about
sound
everything
like?
today. Would you like to just let her rip for a little bit and get it out?
What happened?
All right. Well, no, I wouldn't. But since you asked,
Yes.
let me tell everybody watching and listening why I'm, quote, fed up today. So there's this.
You know what really
gigantic
grinds my
TV
gears?
Where I sit every single week. So just, and no offense.
Was that there
Raw
last
meat,
week?
because you're a busy guy, but I have a feeling this TV is not going to be moved anytime soon.
It's
gonna
funny,
be
dude. I
here
share that feeling
for
with you.
months
I
and
share
months
that
and
feeling
months.
with you.
I mean, all he had to do was hit OK on an iPad, and he hasn't done it in 4 weeks. So, like, I don't see this TV leaving. So I'm going to be sitting here with this TV for how long? Plus, I gave him this beautiful gift from Shutterfly. It's a picture of me in my bikini
Oh my
on a towel.
god!
And guess where this TV is? No, we can't have it on a floor where people walk. No, we've got to have this TV on top of this beautiful towel.
Shame
of
on
me.
you.
Yeah, it's I don't know. Like, now I know how he
I mean, mine's in
really
a-
truly feels about these things that I give him. So I can only imagine what he's going to do with this heart and this friendship that I give him. But that's why I'm, quote, upset this week and have to
It was
let
fed
it
up.
out.
It was fed up.
I mean,
But
at least
fed up. Thank
I'm
you.
using the towel he gave me underneath my garage door to keep the water from going under. You know, I'm at least using it for something.
Do is protecting your home.
All right, MomBrain, do you want to defend me or no? Because
Well,
I'll just let it go. I told him he could just go and I'd let it go, so I won't say anything.
So I will tell you that there was no way that I was going to be able to help him move the television by like carrying it. Like one of us was going to get hurt. I'm not strong enough to really move it. So I said, let's put it on like a blanket so that we can like push it along the hardwood floor. And that's what RawMeat went for. And the thought in my mind was, you probably shouldn't use the gift that Deux gave you to drag a 700-pound television across the floor. But
I dragged it even. I didn't even know it was a drag. I thought it was a placement. Oh, that's even worse.
and I want you to know that I thought he would get like a little bit sassy, like pissy with me
Please don't tell me you brought
if
it
I
in through
brought
the
it up.
kitchen.
So I just didn't.
You thought raw meat would get
Yeah, I thought he'd get
Okay.
pissy with me if I was like,
Living
well,
room.
maybe we should use a different
man.
something.
And here's another thing. The person who dropped this TV off is like the Miz or like JBL or something. Like, he's a big guy with muscles.
He
Like,
was out of breath, like he was
Yeah,
like
anyone would
winded
be.
getting it into the house.
So I don't know. I don't know what to say.
Anyone wondering? It's a Sorny.
Magnet box.
No, it's not.
And it's like it's giant. It's gigantic. I wish I could show you what this looks like. It's gigantic. It's maybe, I don't know, 40 years old, and he's like, I'm gonna put it in my game room and play like Batman the Animated Series Genesis game on it one afternoon. Like
It's Batman and Robin.
Like
Batman
no,
and Robin.
like
the Adventures of Batman and Robin.
look, if you quit the website, okay, I believe you. You're gonna play games, but you're never gonna get to do this, and I'm sorry that that's the way it is.
I will say, when I pulled up outside, it kind of looked like this side of the house was sinking a little bit.
Maybe you could use it as like a space heater or something. So you plug it in.
He's gonna gently prop it up somewhere and invite somebody over that he doesn't like, and then whoops, smash.
Fatality.
Yeah,
Everybody good?
Friendship.
I said what I said, and to be honest, I think I have a reason to be fed up.
I'm a little upset. I'm a little let down about the towel thing.
I was joking really about the towel thing until I heard that you dragged it across the house on it like that. That's crazy to me. I'm
just
never
wish-
going to give you a gift
I
ever again.
wish the towel was poorly made so that, like, as it slid across the floor, it smeared your face like Marge Simpson on the t-shirt. Unfortunately, it is a great quality.
Yeah, it's a great quality towel. But anyways,
yeah.
So he's saying that it's a crap.
Dude,
towel.
I didn't say that. I'm saying
it
it's
really
good quality.
is crap.
There's no
Dude, I just
smearage.
want you to know. I promise you, I'm taking my towel to Jamaica with me.
Oh, nice.
When
And
are you
we're
going
gonna
to
get a picture
Jamaica,
of it.
this guy.
What?
That's amazing.
Oh, in like a couple of weeks.
You better hope whatever's coming out of your nose right now is clear by then.
He gave it all to you. He's good.
I'm
Like
I'm gonna
it
wear a
follows.
mask on the
You
plane.
pass it on to
obviously.
you, and he's free now.
He's gonna go to
Anyway.
he's gonna go to like a cockfight in Jamaica, and they're gonna use the
I'm
towel
not going to a
as like
cockfight.
a, I don't know.
He's going to use the towel to save a chicken.
I'm gonna use it to lay on the
Gonna wrap
beach.
it up.
What else do you think I'm gonna
Gonna
do with a
tie it to
towel?
the
Hey,
radiator and
listen,
sink
you
out
got
the
to take it.
hotel
That's the
room.
way it is today.
I don't know why I bring this stuff up with you people. But
Everybody
anyway,
good now?
it's a great gift. I appreciate it.
Yeah, no. Look, it's the thought that counts. I think
it's so
usually.
ridiculous.
And
That's why I
when
want
this
to. That's
TV
why I want to
was
use
brought
it.
in, I don't think any thoughts were counted.
Do you want any explanation, or would you like to ride? Because I'll do either one. Your call.
I'm curious as to what the explanation could possibly be besides what you told me already. It was raining outside. You guys were winded because it's a heavy TV. You
I
had nowhere else
was
to
not
put it.
winded.
So you put it on the,
I
on the
was
ground.
It's all that
ready to go.
walking.
where
You've been
I
exercising.
sit on a towel that was
Okay.
personally made for
Do you want an explanation or no?
You know what? I think I deserve an explanation.
Okay, you gonna let me tell it to you?
I might
Crazy.
interrupt and complain a bit more, but sure.
Okay. So yes, we brought the TV in. Yes, it was raining. Yes, the person who helped me bring it in was hurting. I was not going to make him carry it down the stairs with me. Plus, plus I have to make room on the bar downstairs for the TV. But anyway,
Or
I
the
wasn't-
floor anywhere down there. But anyways, continue. I interrupted. Sorry.
okay. So yes, I wasn't going to ask MomBrain to help because it is too heavy for her, and she had a particularly challenging week. So I'm not asking her to do that. As to why we put it on the on anything to begin with, it's because we couldn't carry it, so we had to drag it through the wood or across the wood floor, and that was literally right next to the TV. And I put it, if you'll note, face down. So the image is not being sat on; it's the back of the towel that's being
But
sat
then
on.
So the image
is
got
getting
dragged across the
scraped
floor.
Across the floor.
The TV is unbelievably dirty. MomBrain, please
Also-
back me
Okay,
up.
It
so
was
the
pretty
towel
dirty.
is filthy now on the white side.
But the towel can be washed.
Also-
here's the thing,
also,
in
the
RMC's
image-
defense-
The image, whether the image is
in RMC's defense, I came down the other morning when I stayed over. He was using it as a blanket, and I was like, did you at least wash that towel? Because it
Oh,
came
no.
straight. And he hadn't. So he had this towel
so
that it's like buying a shirt at
wait a
Walmart
minute.
and wearing it without washing
Wait a
it. No
minute.
one does that.
like
It's like
that
wearing
meme,
a sweater without an undershirt.
Like-
You can't do this.
like the memes and the jokes of people who are like, all my bros, and they're like hanging out playing games, and they come in the room and they're using like shoelaces as blankets. This is his own house, and he's still using a towel.
Yes.
So
It's
this is what happens.
crazy.
I get crapped on for literally wrapping you around my body. I swaddled myself with you, and I'm getting crapped
All
on.
is forgiven. If you put it that way, all is forgiven.
And what happened that day when you saw that? I got crap for that too because I used
That's
it without
like-
washing. I was like, "This is what I want around
It's
my
just
body."
funny.
Right now.
It's like if you came
Not gonna lie,
downstairs
I'm
and he was
sweating a
using
little.
George as a blanket or something. Like you have, this is your house.
See,
Yeah.
it is my house, and we have other towels. We have other blankets that I was like, these are too warm. I want something light, so I took that, but it was too
want
small.
something
But I made it work. I
smooth.
made it work.
It's like,
So I will
Smooth
say,
as
I
silk.
meant, and I didn't think of any ill will when we used it to move the TV.
I just
at all.
like,
I just
sure, you're
figured,
not like, oh, screw
No,
Deux
I
Michaels,
figured-
let's throw this thing on
I
the
figured
ground
we'd
and drag
wash it when we were done.
But a little way that kind of, I don't even know if I can call it science, but a little way of how this works is the image.
I don't think it's going to smear.
Just because the TV is not on the image side doesn't mean that it's not on the image as well. Like if there is any damage being done, it's still being done because it's on the bottom of the TV.
I understand there could be damage done, but we're just going to wash the towel. It's going to be fine.
I'm just using it for toilet paper.
Also, in case you guys haven't like picked up on this about RawMeat yet, like there's
He's a weirdo.
He cares about very little.
Well-
Friends and family, and that's about it.
there's like this like he doesn't see the point in like things that most other people see a point in. And I'm not saying that's like good or bad. I'm just saying that like, you know, like when someone dies, he's like,
Wow, this is taking a dark turn.
no, you're
He's
just
like, I get their
It's
game
already
collection.
been dark,
Yeah,
buddy.
welcome to our Nintendo podcast.
he's like, yeah, it's sad that they died, but like everybody dies, right? Like, or like when things need to get cleaned up, I'm like, this goes here, that goes there, this goes here, that goes there. And
Yeah,
he's
whatever.
like, let's put this somewhere else. And he like doesn't see the point in like making sure that something goes exactly where it's supposed to. Like it just isn't part of his makeup. So like
Well, if that's true, how come every time you like clean this place up, things go missing?
Because she puts them in weird places.
Kirby,
I mean,
I'm not sure you're making it to Jamaica.
Oh,
so
you know, I'm just kidding, right?
yes, I do. So my point being, like, it would never occur to him, like, oh, that could hurt Deu's feelings if I use his towel to transport a television that's going to sit here for a year. Like, it would never,
I mean, like right now, I don't understand.
like in his head, he's
Yeah,
like,
he
we'll
doesn't
wash it, and
understand
it's
it
not
at
like
all.
a
Yeah.
right. So
Like
it's not
dragging it
Now-
across the floor, all that stuff. The
But
fact
here,
that it
like
wasn't
that's
washed.
the thing. I also think about like you're saying dragging it across the floor, but also I think like, you know, sitting on the beach with swamp ass digging my ass into your face on the towel, like that's cool. But using it to move something, it's not.
So does that illustrate kind of my like? There's
my
not like
God.
a value statement
Yeah.
attached.
If
to
I
that.
threw
If
it
it makes it
away,
to the beach
that
with
would
this
be
sort of
horrible.
behavior.
And what's-
Throwing it away
listen,
would be
can
horrible.
What's interesting is he's like a very, I don't, woke's not the right word, but like he's a very open-minded person to people's feelings. And I'm telling him how I feel right now,
Oh, well,
and
well,
he's
no,
like,
no. You
no,
didn't-
there hasn't been a sorry.
You
And
didn't
and there's like
I
literally, and he's even saying, he's even doubling down and being like,
no.
I still think it's ridiculous that he thinks it's
All right,
that I
can I-
can't.
You didn't let me finish, and now it's going to ring hollow. I obviously didn't think, like MomBrain said, that would happen, and you'd be upset about it. So I sincerely apologize. I will only
Apologize,
use it to
apologize.
swaddle my body or
But you
to
just
wick
said
water off.
that
Bringing
you still
hollow.
don't understand it. So
I don't have to understand it to apologize.
I think you do.
Wait, why?
To, ha-
Well,
to
now
have
you do.
to have the sorry not ring hollow.
All I know is it upset you, and that's what matters to me.
Can I make?
So I'm sorry
Can I
for that.
just make a suggestion?
Sure.
I think it's really important that we show them what the towel is. So, dude, can you?
It's
Dude.
NSFW.
Dude.
it's not safe for work.
Dude,
he's
can
saying
you
just
can
move
you
the
pick up the
TV.
TV and I'll get the towel, and then while you're holding it,
can
just
help
carry
if
it
you need help.
downstairs.
I'll help you if you got. if
You know, we were going to start today's show, and I was like, we don't really have a lot to talk about before we get into news.
Seems like we do have a lot to
And
talk
now,
about.
now we're,
like
we're
every
almost
therapy
20 minutes
session
in,
for
so we
me.
got to continue. But MomBrain, I wanted to do something.
I've been complaining about this towel for 20 minutes.
Yes.
Look at him.
Yes.
Look at him.
Moving
Yep. Of
on.
course you've been complaining for 20. Like, caught him again.
It's a lie. It's 19 minutes and 2 seconds.
Oh,
So,
okay.
I was gonna say, MomBrain's got a new hairstyle. Show us the color.
Strange transition, but I'm feeling it.
Is that what you're looking for?
I was just looking for you to like toss it. And, like,
Well, I gotta
Let's get it.
I'm
Leave
on-
it.
There.
Pull up quick to receive it.
I'm on my salon's Instagram page today, apparently. They took a picture yesterday with a ring light and everything.
Was that a cut? Or did they sew? Because your hair was pretty shaped before, too.
This is
Yeah,
supposed to be royalty free. We'll
Thank
find
you.
out.
Thanks, guys. That's really nice of you.
What else did I? Oh yeah, okay. So these are two things I really wanted to talk about. Parents Play is back. The first new
Nice.
episode of Parents Play in a bazillion years is finally here. It is Kirby in the Forgotten Land. My parents are playing co-op Kirby in the Forgotten Land. Deux gave it a thumbs up. He thought the video was good.
I loved it. Your editing is great. Your parents are just so funny. The way that they work off each other, and the things that come out of your dad's mouth, because you can tell he gets really excited, and he's not like, he can't control what's coming out of there, and it's not always English. It's like some kind of,
I'd say more often than not,
a
it's
lot
not
of
English.
words, but yeah, and like he'll obsess with something like grabbing coins or something like that, or he'll be like fighting something that doesn't exist, like off in the corner, and it's just hilarious. You wonder what he's looking at, what he's doing, and
I don't know.
yeah, but it's great. I'm glad that it's back.
Grabbing coins. I thought, is that their coins in Kirby, or was he playing a Sonic game?
Right there, there are, I guess they're coins. You spend them like they're currency, so they count as coins. But yes, that episode is out now. I'm going to post it on the site on Sunday, but you can just go to the YouTube channel if you want and check it out. But yeah, it's back. And then I think the next game they're going to play is Lego Star Wars, and they'll do co-op in that as well. And then after that, I got no idea. We'll see where it goes.
Oh, Guy Bones is saying he's bringing up the Pop-Tart machine part of it, where like your dad couldn't recognize a vending machine, and he kept calling. I mean, I don't want to spoil it.
Even
You
though
guys should
earlier in the episode, I literally said it was a vending machine. But
it's amazing. And then yeah, when you revealed what it was, he wouldn't like acknowledge it. He's kept with the Pop-Tart machine.
I'm sure if I asked him now, he would A, say a Pop-Tart machine, or B, not remember any of it anyway. So
Yeah, it's great.
so yeah, that episode's available now. I was gonna do something else, but I guess I'm not gonna now because we've gone so long. So I'm gonna go over into news. Let's do some news.
That should teach you not to give me a platform to complain ever.
I wanted you to get it out of your system. Thank you, MomBrain.
It's not about expressing yourself or being hurt. It's getting it out of your system.
Well, I know if he would have rode that out the whole show. There would have been comments about the TV, and eventually I'd have to explain why he's so miffed.
Listen, I'm a
It's
highly
unbelievable.
Wait till
right?
he sees what you have in his position, in his place next week.
I'm a highly sensitive person, so I need to know that everybody's okay for me to be able to make it through today.
Who's okay?
I need to know everybody's okay.
Yeah, are we
Nobody's
all
upset,
okay here? Are
everybody
we all okay here?
On the podcast you're talking about?
Yeah, like I need
Who
to
the
know
hell's not okay?
everybody at the
Okay.
table's okay. I need to know that everybody's
Is
okay.
this serious?
Yeah.
Are you serious?
MomBrain, use your NPR voice.
I was just wondering if everyone's sitting at
You
this
saying
table
that is going to make people think that it's not okay
just wanna
now.
make sure everybody feels all right. Everybody's in a good space.
Yeah,
I look
that's-
good.
Feeling
I
love.
feel good. All right.
Yes, I'm okay.
Thanks for not
Everybody,
finishing
if
that.
you were thinking the same as MomBrain, everything's fine. I like to have a little fun with things.
We like to
and-
do a little trolling.
yeah, a little trolling, I guess you could call it. Yeah, you know.
All right. We got some news.
The only people we troll are each other,
Uh,
usually.
getting into it. We got Kirby and the Forgotten Land news. Last week, we said that it was already the 5th best-selling Kirby game ever in the UK. And now, just 1 week later, it is the 4th best-selling game in the Kirby franchise in the UK. So 1 week later, literally, it is one spot higher. And again, this doesn't include digital sales. So who the hell knows what it's really at over in the UK. It took the top spot yet again overall, so it retained the #1 spot, and it only went down. I forget what it was.
One spot.
No,
5 to 4. What are you talking about?
Let me see if I got the number. 43% week over week, which is actually a lot better than most games in their first week to second week. So not even halfway down in the sales and still managed to be number one. So good job, UK. Well, everybody's scooping up this Kirby game faster than all the other ones. So that's great to see. Because the franchise has been around, 30 years now, we were saying?
Wow. Yeah.
Conan Giga says just 100% of the game. It's great. The final boss, if you know what I mean, was a real pain though. Yeah.
Spoiler alert.
If you go for the 100%, one of our staffers, Robin, said that they thought, I'm sure they were joking in some way, but they thought the final boss in this Kirby game was more challenging than some parts of Elden Ring.
I was just gonna say, just like 5 seconds ago, I was like, they need to make like a Souls style game that's just Kirby characters. That would be amazing.
Yeah,
because I think that's a trend that needs to come back. Like really cutesy games that are like incredibly difficult.
right. Yeah, Kirby.
That's like a
Like Cuphead.
like
Cuphead.
that's like an 80s, early 90s thing, definitely.
Yeah. I don't know that.
Oh yeah, I guess I would include Cuphead.
I don't know that
yeah.
they'd ever do it with Kirby, but it would be really fun to see. But yeah, this final boss, if you go for the 100%, is certainly more of a challenge than anything else in the game. So, yeah, game's doing great.
That makes it sound like, well, I don't want to delve into it because there could be spoilers with that. That's
Go ahead.
pretty cool.
I'll steer you clear.
It sounds like you can beat the game without, you technically beat the game without even seeing this boss.
You can, when you beat the game, let's say when you think you beat the game story wise, in the main town, something happens and there's a whole different thing you go through that is more challenging to work towards getting the 100%.
Nothing
So there's
makes me
just
more upset than that. Nothing gives me more anxiety than that.
There's more story content there than you expect after you defeat what you think is the final boss.
I was going to say it's a Kirby game, so if you watch the first cutscene, you've already won.
I don't get it.
I don't get it either.
Because the games are so easy, right, guys?
But I still don't get it.
Neither do I.
Yeah.
Neither do I. And that would be like,
What's wrong with
if you were saying the games are so boring, you can make it through the first cutscene, then you've already won because you've stayed awake longer than everybody
No,
else.
it's so easy.
See,
All you
now
have to do is
that's a
watch
burn.
one video,
That's a good one.
all one clip, and you beat the game because they're that easy. You don't even have to try.
No, it's not working for me. I'm
Well,
sorry.
I've never played a Kirby
Workshop
game.
it. You've never played Kirby?
I've never played this Kirby game.
That's-
I'm trying.
You've never played.
I am
I've never
trying.
played this Kirby.
I can't get past the first cutscene.
I just can't do
No,
it.
I can't find it. I've been looking in stores and they're sold
You know, if you
out.
go on the eShop, you can get it.
I want the physical copy.
Is it really
Physical
sold out
challenge.
physically?
In the 3 stores I've been to,
Best Buy.
haven't been.
I thought that was going to be your number one. Walmart?
Barnes and Noble.
I didn't go to Walmart either.
Target?
Target? 2
And there's
Targets.
2 others?
Went
Wait.
to 2 different Targets.
Is it Target in another store or Target in
GameStop.
2 other stores?
Wait, so Target had the
I thought we were
Ballards, but they
playing a
didn't have the
guessing
game? That's BS.
That's it. I guess people saw those and rushed in to buy the game.
yeah, it
They're
worked.
gone.
The
Somebody
Ballard
stole 'em.
advertising
Somebody was
worked.
rubbing too hard.
What?
Tore them. You didn't see? There's like photos where they're getting all torn up because they're soft material on a concrete ball.
Someone was rubbing too
They're
hard.
soft. They felt good.
Wait, what are we talking
I
about?
I have
still
no
bur-
idea. What is wrong with you?
Yeah, you're
What's wrong with you?
What am I missing?
that?
Oh, we might have talked about it the when you were in Florida.
No, the Kirby ball. You know, in
Oh,
front
the-
of Target,
oh, you don't
there's the
know
big
about
red
the
balls.
Ballards.
Yeah.
they for Nintendo had Target
They did a
turn them
promotion.
into Kirby's,
Oh.
I'll show
but
you.
they were like, like cloth.
Yeah, like a slip cover over
Yeah,
top
yeah,
of them.
yeah.
yeah, it's like something that you'd put a TV on and slide across the floor.
Oh, okay. All right. Definitely shaped it up for me. Thank you.
That's good.
Oh,
That's good.
This is the best show yet.
Crazy Colonel's gonna have a hell of a time drawing a picture for this.
Oh god, I can't wait.
All right, moving on. Mario Kart's producer has shared some thoughts on why he thinks the franchise is so popular. They talked to Nikkei. This is Mario Kart producer Kosuke Yabuki. And he says, generally speaking, you're not trying to hinder your opponent in racing games, but in Mario Kart, you spend races throwing shells at them and trying to make them slip on banana peels. Banana peels? Those unique tactics are the core of Mario Kart's
No.
appeal. In both an accessible and deep game, there are people who only play the game on it's both an accessible and deep game. There are people who only play the game on Christmas or New Year's, while others work to improve their skill every day. We're always mindful of balancing the experience for both types of players. Yeah, I mean, like a driving game is something anybody can easily get into, but when you make it, Mario Kart, it's not a realistic simulation of driving by any means. And then, you throw in weapons.
Our car does Rainbow Road.
You throw in weapons and other power-ups, and it gives anybody a chance to go from last place to first place. So, everybody can have a good time with it. And plus, there's the different speeds. So you can do 50cc if everybody's a newcomer, or really go crazy with 200cc. So it's welcoming for every type of player. And it's just fun. Mario Kart's always fun.
And the music is awesome.
Oh,
it's
man.
never not been great.
I mean, Baby Park is one of the greatest compositions I've ever heard.
Baby,
Amazing.
Streaks says, I don't think there's a bad Mario Kart game. I only wish they would have made more RC cars for Mario Kart Live Home Circuit. Adding on additional cars like Peach, Toad, or Bowser would have been awesome. I mean, that can still happen. That thing sold over 1 million units, so there's always potential. I mean, look at how long it took for Mario Kart 8 Deluxe to get DLC, so you never know what's going to come out years down the line, but it is possible. I mean, this is why Mario Kart is so huge, because it welcomes any type of player, and they could be a newcomer or a lapsed player or a huge fan, and anybody can just get into it. It's why it's one of Nintendo's biggest franchises, because it's welcoming to anybody. There's no like backstory or lore. There's no complex controls for any of it. Just take a controller and you play. And now you can do, motion controls or button controls, whatever works for you. Bushing controls. Fortnite's humanitarian relief efforts have ended, and by the end of the run, they pulled in $144 million that was donated to Ukrainian humanitarian relief efforts. So that's crazy. They started on March 20th and it ended, I think, April 4th. So and that was 100% of the revenue that was made within the game, and that doesn't count V-Bucks that were spent. So it's just the transition of actual money to purchase things in Fortnite. And Epic made a point of saying they weren't waiting to receive the money from transactions. They can see when a transaction is made, and then it takes a few days for the money to actually show up in their account. But they were just keeping track of transactions, and when they got a transaction, that amount was added to their relief efforts. So, in other words, Epic was sending out the money before it even came into them, which is even more awesome. If you want to know in particular, Epic donated money to Direct Relief, United Nations Children's Fund, United Nations World Food Program, the UN Refugee Agency, and World Central Kitchen, and all that went to help people in Ukraine. So that's awesome. $144 million. That's nuts.
Yeah, you can like make a movie with that much money.
You could. A really bad movie, I'm sure. No, you can make a good movie.
Like a Fortnite.
Paranormal Activity. That was a really cheap movie.
I mean, I guess nowadays
even
that would
10
be
million, right?
considered like a modest
140
budget.
million?
Yeah.
And why are you talking about cheap movies? Like that's what
I'm trying to think of really good examples of very cheap movies.
Like
Blair Witch Project.
Halloween.
Blair
That was
Witch
like
Project.
that was like
Halloween, there
$300,000.
you go. Back in the day, what that'll be a few million nowadays, right?
Oh, definitely.
20 million maybe. I mean, Michael Myers asks for a lot more money nowadays to come back and
That's
reprise his
true.
role.
Oh man, that last Halloween, that was a turd. Anyway,
I mean, I've seen worse Halloween.
I mean,
Halloween movies.
I'm the one who brought up Halloween movies, so I
You
guess it's
watched
my
it?
fault.
The one that just came out on HBO.
We watched it
like
for
a
movie
week
night.
ago.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Oh no, HBO. No, we watched it on Peacock.
Oh yeah, that's why we watched it. Back in October.
It debuted in theaters and on Peacock at the same time. So
Although for movie night this past week, we watched a movie about a 13-year-old young man
Now that was a much better movie. Yeah,
who turned into a fish.
yeah. He was a young merman.
you were gonna
Water.
give me crap for not watching something, but watching Halloween, weren't you?
I'm sorry.
You were gonna give me crap for watching Halloween now on HBO.
Goodbye,
and not watching
everybody!
something else.
No, I wasn't going to give you crap at all. I was because we always talk about what we've watched
Yeah.
with each other. So I would have been surprised to hear that you watched.
No, it was like a Misery Loves Company situation with Halloween. We were like, well, it's movie night and Halloween's out, so let's watch. Like I said, there are worse Halloween movies in the Halloween
Yeah,
series.
I guess I would agree with that. Actually, which ones haven't I seen? I haven't seen 6. That's supposed to be the worst, I think.
I don't even think. I mean,
That's
outside of the first
It's
one,
the
and
one with
we-
Paul Rudd. I think that's how everyone knows it now.
man.
What?
And he's like terrible in it. It's yeah. I've only seen clips, but I'm not interested.
You know, when he's telling Mike Myers, I'm going to break off a piece of my dick. That's the one, right? Donut Muffin says, shout out to all the players whose money is going to great causes. Yeah, if you spend any money in Fortnite over the last 2+ weeks, your money went to help those in need. So that's awesome.
Right. That's the real point of all this.
Moving on. Yeah, see, there weren't a lot of top stories this week. We're already at North American releases. All right, what do we got this week? This was the week of April 7th, and we got, or may still be getting, what's today? Yeah, so this is already out now or coming out in the next few days. 13 Sentinels, Aegis Rim. If you want to know more about that game, we have a review, and it is, I've heard so many great things about this game, and our own review also says that it is fantastic. So if you haven't played this one yet, one of the best games from Vanillaware, without a doubt. Vanillaware's got a great track record.
That's true.
But also one of the best narrative RPGs out there from what we hear. So check out our review, or anybody's review, really. Our review. But we hear the game is fantastic. 3D Box Sokoban, 3-in-1 Fun Bundle. Arcade Archives Empire City 1931. Arcade Archives Wonder Momo. Astro Dogs, which is basically Star Fox. It looks like Star Fox to me. Oh boy.
Astro Dogs. Of course it looks like Star Fox. I mean, come on.
Yeah, right.
Zoddle? Sure. Bibby and Tina, New Adventures with Horses.
Oh yeah.
That's a great title.
Big Bang Pro Wrestling. That's not a combination of When the Dinosaurs Died or The Big Bang Theory, the TV show.
I was thinking of something else when you said that.
No, there's nothing sexual about wrestling at all. Definitely.
No, absolutely. It's not homoerotic in the least, ever.
Yes, NickyHill?
The Big Bang Theory wrestling game might be interesting.
Go on. Let's hear
I don't
it.
really have much. Just like,
I just want you to know that you talked about a pony game, and this morning I got a TikTok of a bunch of horses playing a keyboard, like an electric keyboard with their mouths, and it's real good.
Wow.
with their mouths.
Yeah, they're like,
Horses are doing incredible things.
I thought you were gonna say playing video games. I mean, it's still the keyboard's awesome
That's
too.
still
But
very impressive.
I'll send it to you guys.
And the video games they were playing were they were taking care of humans, like little human babies.
Wow.
or something.
Bridge Builder Racer, Calm Colors, Car Puzzles.
Listen, I don't want to
Game.
go over any bridge that people were racing to build. Like, no.
Cars Puzzles Game,
It's a
Funny
code.
Car and Trucks Preschool Jigsaw Education Learning Puzzle Games for Babies, Kids, and Toddlers. That's the whole name.
baby.
Baby Ouija.
Chinatown Detective Agency, another game that we have a review for and is supposedly excellent. It sounds like this game, more than any other detective game, actually makes you do things a detective would have to do. So there's lots of
paperwork.
research there's lots of research you have to do outside of the game. Like you have to take your phone out and look things up and make sense of stuff, which I love that idea for a detective game. Chrono Cross, the Radical Dreamers Edition is available. The pseudo sequel
mean
to
like-
Chrono Trigger.
You mean like
That's true.
Google the end of the game so that you can just like answer
You could do that, yes.
who done it?
You could do that. I believe it's a whole bunch of mini cases. It's not one big case. So you would have to do a lot of Googling of the endings of cases if you want to do that.
But they all relate to each other, right? At the end.
I don't know. I haven't played it. What is this I'm getting? Oh, is this the horses you sent?
yeah.
Okay. Chrono Cross, the Radical Dreamers Edition. Yes. I still haven't finished Chrono Trigger. I'm very close to the end. But have you played Chrono Cross? No.
So here's my history with Chrono Cross. I didn't have a place to what? Okay.
No, I was just gonna be like, haven't played it.
Yeah.
So
That's it.
I mean, anyone who's been listening to this podcast for a while knows, I gush about the original Chrono Trigger all the time. It's one of my favorite games. Blah blah blah. Anyway, I didn't have a PlayStation, but when I was when I went away to college, I did have a roommate one year who had one, and I guess he had a copy of Chrono Cross for some reason, and I played a little bit of it. But the battle system, I played it a little more recently. Like, I think I was using like my PlayStation 2, and I bought like a used copy. But the battle system is like very confusing, like compared to the original game, and I think that might have kept me from getting into it. I was kind of interested with the story, but I don't know. I don't think I got very far.
Quick question: was your roommate in college a bat?
Wait, what? I don't get it.
Like the one at your house.
Like the one at your house currently?
Oh, no.
Okay.
Why? Well, why would there be a
Why
bat?
would there
Only
be a bat?
rooms with bats.
Did the bat like follow me there? Or-
I don't know. Maybe they're just telling their friends like this guy's a great roommate.
What was the name of the bat from Eureka's Castle?
Batley.
Batley.
Oh,
There you go.
yeah.
Was it Batley?
No, but it's
That's
funny.
a ridiculous idea.
My sister loved Batley,
Trying to help.
and she would like, say his catchprise all the time.
No,
His catchphrase was Batley.
No, I was like, I meant to do that or something.
You.
oh no, that's
No,
actually
that's Steve
Urkel.
Urkel. That's
No,
I meant to do that.
No, that's right. They both have the same catchphrase. That's right, because he would always like try to fly and like crash, and then he would say, "I meant to do that."
wow. So
Because he was
it's-
very insecure.
Yeah, I did. Did I do that? And I meant to do that.
Oh
Wow.
yeah, that's right. Sorry,
ripoff.
they're not exactly the
No, and
same.
I was just saying like Kirby's response of like that's ridiculous. Why would a bat be going to college?
Well, it's true.
Actually, they were.
Yeah,
good.
that doesn't make any sense.
They
It
were
still
really
doesn't
good
make sense.
roommates because Kirby would go to class during the day, and the
Oh.
Batley only had night classes.
I get it.
Ships passing in the night.
Anyway,
I will definitely be playing Chrono Cross once I finish Chrono Trigger.
Yeah, I could have sworn I remember you saying that you had played it and didn't like it, or you
Chrono
tried.
Cross?
Yeah.
No, never.
Oh,
never,
okay.
Ever.
Yeah,
that was back in my days of being scared of RPGs, and now I'm slightly less scared of RPGs.
Ba-na-na-na.
Dissection, Don't Starve Together, Double Shot Gals,
Whoa.
Floating Farmer,
Nope.
Flugen, Happy's Humble Burger Farm,
Say that 5 times fast.
I'll leave that to you for Europe. Hyperdrone X, Combinera, Truck and Logistics
tough.
Simulator.
Like, can you imagine how exciting that game is? Like Truck and Logistics Simulator.
Those, farming simulators got like a
Oh,
whole
man.
tournament somewhere in the
Wait,
world.
Yeah, but it's not Logistics Simulator. Like that just sounds like you're reading a textbook.
Well, I
Anyways.
guess we're gonna have to download and play it now and see what it's
Yeah.
like.
Send us a review copy, please.
Micro Stunt Machina, Mokoko X, Radioactive Dwarfs.
I have questions.
Are you raising princesses or is it a princess who is a farmer?
You'll be happy to know we have a review coming up, so we'll find out together.
Please tell me, is it Name of Austin?
No, it's not.
Oh.
Oh, he just sent me another review this week. Radioactive Dwarfs, Evil from the Sewers,
Simulator.
Red, White, Yellow Zinger, Rocket Cows.
Simulator.
This is good.
Rocket cows.
Rocket Cows. Seashell.
Are they powered by
That's the
flatulence?
name.
Yes, definitely.
Sherlock Holmes, The Devil's Daughter.
Sorry, I like how you read the most ridiculous words coming off of this list, and then you're like, seashell. That's the weird one.
Well, Seashell's a standalone word. It's just like-
Logistics Simulator.
Rocket cows.
Well, we're talking
Seashell.
about video games here. Video games have weird names, and then
Taxpayer Simulation.
just seashell.
High
make
sure to-
cholesterol diet simulator.
Home
know,
ownership.
You guys are being
That's what it's called.
you guys are being gatekeepers. You're being gatekeepers.
Gatekeepers to what?
Gatekeeper Simulation, the game.
Slipstream,
Terrible name.
Spingram,
That's
Uh,
the name.
Spingram.
Supercar Driver, Terrorbane, The Card Perfect Collection, The House of the Dead Remake, The Last Friend, Traditional Braves.
Oh, The Last Friend is a simulation game dealing with televisions and towels and things like that.
Altonius, A Tale of Petty Revenge,
Ooh.
World of
Tom Petty
One,
Revenge.
Vampire the Masquerade, New York I don't think that's really. I think that got pushed back on Switch. I think that's later this year, but you can still pre-order the bundle. And then finally, Worm Run.
You did it.
First comment comes from Guy Bones, and Guy
can't
Bones says,
run?
"In summary,
This is all
nothing
nonsense.
new." SLU. Worm Run, like Cannonball Run.
But worms can't run.
Well,
okay?
did they run in Cannonball Run? No, they didn't. Did they?
There also wasn't a cannonball, so that is a very misleading title.
See, same. It's a Cannonball Run made with worms. I mean, what more do you need?
Sure.
All right.
Everyone's like, aching for that.
What are the next European masterpieces? Let's find out with Nicky's sweet releases.
Thank you, Josh. April 7th, the week of April 7th was a big week in Europe. Let me tell you about all the games
Sure,
that.
whatever.
Thank you, Josh.
Oh, Donut Muffin in the chat says 3 Shells Simulator VR. Now that's a
Ooh,
game
from
we want to
Demolition
play.
Man.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
He doesn't know how to use the 3 seashells.
So what came out the week of April 7th in Europe?
You're telling us.
I thought Josh had something to say there.
I did too, but I guess not.
Lego Star Wars, the Skywalker saga. That's right on time.
I know what I have to do, but I don't know if I have power to do it.
With this
Nice.
The House of the Dead remake, 3D box.
You underestimate the power of the
I
dark
thought you were hitting something.
I
So
did.
he
She
ran.
did that one. I thought you were hitting something there. 3D box, Sokoban, Astro Dogs,
Like rocket cows?
Yeah,
They
we got
know it's
Astro
right.
Dogs and Rocket Cows and like
Exodal,
Sure.
Sodal,
Mm-hmm.
Boreal Tenebrae.
What?
Spot
what
on.
is happening?
Boreal Tenebrae.
Okay, so
Oh, it's
he
it's
wasn't
Italian. I'm
too-
sorry.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Mega doo-doo.
Calm
I
colors.
didn't realize we were talking about foreign games on this show.
This is Europe.
Yeah,
Car-
I'm sorry.
Car puzzles game. Funny car and trucks. Preschool jigsaw education learning puzzle games for babies, kids, and toddlers.
You got it.
Goodness.
And Chinatown Detective Agency. Is that the game that you have a review coming for, you said?
No, it's out.
That's none
We're
of
gonna
your
read it
business.
right now.
There's
Our
a review for
review is
that
up.
on GoNintendo.com. Chrono Cross, the Radical Dreamers Edition. Dashing
Radical Dreamer.
Dashing Dodgems. Double Shot Gals. Floating Farmer. Happy's Humble Burger Farm.
Say that 5 times fast.
Why would you say that?
Happy's Humble Burger Farm. Happy's Humble Burger Farm. Happy's Humble Burger Farm. Happy's Humble Burger
Oh,
Farm.
what's a
Borgle
Humble
farm?
Burger Farm.
Yeah,
Two and
I heard
a
a
half.
bungle farm in there.
Happy's Humble Burger
Happy's
Farm.
Humble Bungle Farm.
Happy's Humble Burger Farm. Combinera?
Quinceañera, I believe
Mechanic
it's called.
Simulator?
It's carbonara. I'm surprised you
You
didn't
know, I read it and I knew you were gonna say it like that.
Mechanic Simulator. See, that could be a fun simulator.
Moving on.
Micro Stunt Machina. MLBR. The Show 22.
Yep.
There's really an R in there?
Look
The
at
R
it.
stand
It's the
for?
trademark.
It's the trademark.
I can't. Oh, it's in. Yeah. Oh,
It's in there.
Did you see it?
It is in there, and
I
it's
saw it,
it's in the,
the R with the circle over it.
yeah.
I should have done that.
There it is.
Makoko X, Outbreak, Contagious Memories, Princess.
Like your memory from the beginning of the podcast.
What was my memory? What were
when
we
he
talking about?
sneezed in your
Oh yeah,
face.
I do remember
I am
that.
out-
Outbreak,
Sorry about
contagious
that.
memory of Kirby sneezing in my face.
Princess Farmer, Radioactive Dwarfs, Evil from the Sewers,
Stephen Dwarfs, Evil from the Sewer.
Dwarf goes fishing.
Sorry, Stephen Dwarf, if you're listening.
No
No one
Red,
Big
White,
fan, big
Yellow, Zinger.
It would be weird to run into Steven Dorff in a sewer, though.
I don't know. I can see him down there.
He's kind
Again,
of
sorry, Stephen Dwarf.
He can be kind of intimidating, I guess.
As with every week, apologies to Stephen Dorff.
Rocket Cows. Oh, this is the funny one. Sherlock Holmes, The Devil's Daughter.
Smash
Yeah,
that subscribe button.
Was that a joke about me?
Yeah, kind of. Because
Why?
Rocket Cows came first, but the funny one is just Sherlock Holmes title. It's not that
Moving
funny.
on.
I think this joke might be too complicated for me.
Slipstream, Spingram, Traditional Braves, Urban Cards, Worm Run, Zwarp, Z-Warp, Beastie Bay DX, it's a demo, and Curious Expedition 2. That's a demo.
Those are not demos. Those games have demos.
Those games both have demos.
Yes.
But the full games are available.
That's correct.
Beastie Bay.
Giant Reggie says game title Azalal. Game description: cool off the little elephant in the water. Real life Azalal. How do you say that animal?
I think it's axolotl, but I'm not
Axolotl.
sure.
What is it? What does it look
You know those little, they live in a tank. They're like, they look like little like salamander dudes.
Are they
with,
pink?
Like
Yeah,
they
Oh,
can be
okay.
I know those guys.
Yeah. Okay.
Axolotl.
I
And
think
then
that's what they're called.
Giant Reggie says, real life axolotl. Is that what I look like? No, you don't look like an elephant. You look like a weird giant worm.
know,
Stop
thing.
judging.
You know, you
You
got
look like a giant pink worm thing.
you really axolotl questions.
Oh, there it
Now
is.
we're talking,
There it
baby.
is.
Wow.
That was pretty good. I think that was better than Miles
Did
Morales.
you know you can win money just for
Morales.
playing Tetris? $5,000
Thanks,
is on the
Josh.
line tonight in
I mean,
Tetris
Nicky
Prime
gets
Time.
sweet releases. I think Josh just wants to
Well,
add
there
to
he
that.
is.
I can't read the full comment, but somebody just left a comment on Parents Play that says, this is the best video I've ever watched. ... So I don't know what it says after that.
Whoa.
I'm feeling so great. Thanks for asking.
But I'm glad to hear you're doing great, Josh. All right, let's continue on. What do we got here? We did that. All right. Sonic the Hedgehog 2, which is in theaters right now, everybody, and it is projected to have a 60 million to 65 million opening weekend, which would put it ahead of the original Sonic the Hedgehog.
Probably more than that.
Meow.
Sounds like-
Since people are thinking it's Jim Carrey's last movie, it's all a game, I think. But
You really think he would do that?
What a way to
no,
go
I'm
out.
just
yeah.
teasing. But like, I bet you more people will go see it because of that.
No one cares about me.
I beg to differ, Sonic.
I have heard good things from people who saw the movie, as in GoNintendo readers that went and saw the movie. They've told me about it, and they said
Wait
it was
a minute,
much
wait a
better
minute,
than
wait
the
a minute.
first.
I want
People
to.
actually
Yeah, I want to say
read
that's what.
Nintendo.
They do sometimes. There are people that just read the headlines. Let me put it this way: there's way more people who read the headlines. That's
I'll tell you,
the internet works.
I only read the headlines
and I only get half
when
the
you
story.
when you send links to those stories.
Oh man, so that's not a lot of. I got to start sending you more links.
I'm a busy boy.
I got to send 8 million TikToks.
You want me
I'm a
to
busy
read
boy.
GoNintendo while I'm driving? No, that's a bad idea.
Make
That's
your phone read
unsafe.
it to you.
I guess I could, but why would I do that?
Anyway, Sonic the Hedgehog 2 is in theaters, and the director Jeff Fowler was asked about how he would feel about doing something Smash Brothers related, because they're saying you're making the Sonic cinematic universe, so what if you bring Mario or something into there? And he says, quote, nothing would make me happier than to just throw all the characters into a battle royale and do a big Smash Brothers thing. That would probably require some work from the lawyers before that could happen. Getting Mario and Sonic in the ring, I mean, everyone would be kind of dying for that, right? That's just classic.
Meow.
Would it be would it be cool to see? Sure. Is there a story to tell there? I don't think so. Like a Smash Brothers. I mean, if you're doing like, the storyline from a Smash Brothers game, like Subspace Emissary or whatever the hell the story is in a new one, I guess you could do that. Yeah, but you wouldn't want to cram like just everybody into that one movie. You'd want to lead up to it.
Mortal Kombat and Street Fighter, both excellent movies. I think we could make this happen.
I stand by the original Mortal Kombat.
That you would, Panama Red.
It's not a bad movie.
How about the newest one?
Eh.
No.
Did we talk about that on the podcast?
No, we didn't.
It's kind
What
of a bad
load
movie.
of garbage.
Wait,
Like the
what
fact
is-
that it's
the
a,
new Mortal Kombat.
the
Oh,
whole
yeah.
point
I
of
still
Mortal
haven't seen
Kombat
it.
is a tournament, and like it's
Yeah.
like they talk about a tournament and they never get there.
Yes.
Spoiler alert. Oh,
Oh,
man.
The
Yeah, a
original
little
Mortal
late there.
Kombat is cheesy. Don't get me wrong, but it gets the look of the games. It actually tells the story of the games. Like it's inoffensive.
As-
It's fine.
as
It's good. I would say it's good.
As like
I would call it
ridiculous.
inoffensive as well. Yeah.
Six.
as
Give it a
stupid of
6
a
out of 10.
concept that it is, it almost needs like the Jumanji thing where people get sucked into the classic Mortal Kombat and then they have to fight their way through.
Like I don't. How many characters
Like,
does Mortal Kombat have? And for the new movie, they're like, okay, so there's a new character. He's not in any of the games. Like, why? Why does a new character have to be the lead?
Yeah, they seem to have this problem when they make movies about
We
fighting
need someone
games.
the
That
audience
character-
can relate to.
But was
Yeah,
that character
how about,
put
you
into
know,
a game then?
one of the 80 characters? What? No.
They didn't even put it into like as like a
No.
downloadable character. Or something.
No. As far as I know, no. Why? He's stupid.
Have
You're
any of
stupid.
you watched the is it Injustice? Injustice? What is that?
Injustice, Unjust. The games are Injustice.
So the movie that they did?
I did not watch that.
Oh, okay.
There's a movie
No.
too.
I think it's on HBO Max or something. Yeah.
Oh, is it like an animated movie?
Yes. Very. I think very mature.
I haven't watched the animated Mortal Kombat movie, but I heard that was really good. The mature Warner Brothers one.
Oh, I watched. I think I watched. There might be two of them, but I watched one of them. So like I think Johnny Cage is voiced by Joel McHale.
That's the
which
new one.
I think that was my favorite thing about it.
Okay, that's the new one. Did you see the new live action one?
No, I said before I still haven't seen it. I know you said you didn't care for it.
I bet he's real snarky and sarcastic in that, right?
Well, that's Johnny Cage. So he's supposed. Well, I mean, in the new movie,
I mean that's why it's perfect casting.
I'm
'cause
sure.
he's
Well, they're
snarky.
talking about making the Miz Johnny Cage in the new Mortal Kombat movie that's coming out.
perfect
That's a
casting.
good. Fit.
Oh yeah, that's
a
good too.
fit,
Absolutely.
definitely.
Yeah, I was thinking like if Joel McHale was like if he had like a wrestler's body,
Yeah.
he could probably do the movie.
But I'm sure when they make the Miz Johnny Cage, they'll have him be like, okay, so you're not snarky anymore, and you're not a Hollywood movie star. You're, I don't know, a cable access actor. They'd ruin it. They'd ruin everything. Man, I didn't like that movie.
You're the star of the high school musical in your high school, and you're also just an outsider in your
star of
school
the show.
altogether.
When I was watching that movie, I got like
Which
halfway
movie?
into it, Mortal Kombat, the new
They
one.
made a movie about that?
I got about halfway into it, and I was like, they're really not going to do a tournament, are they? There's no tournament here. It's about how this is going to stop the tournament from happening. I was like, this is unbelievable.
Does Johnny Cage at least do the
Johnny Cage is
split-
not in it.
I haven't been listening. Sorry.
Oh, I thought you were talking about. I thought you might be
So
talking
over
about the
this
movie that I
conversation.
saw.
So over it. It's we need another 20 minutes about a towel.
No.
We're talking about video games, and you're like, I'm over this.
All
now.
right. I don't think you should keep bringing that up, especially after.
But now that you did,
I don't know. I don't think I'm crazy for all that, but let's not talk about it. I seriously don't think I'm crazy.
I think you're crazy for saying we got to move on from talking about a video game. You got to watch it. We need you to
Well, I'm
watch
just
the
saying
movie, and next week we need your review of the movie.
I don't want to see the movie. That's the whole thing. I'm worried about this Smash Brothers even talking about this movie because
they're not going to.
well, first of all,
Yeah.
I'm not the audience for it, so I shouldn't even be asked.
You
No one
hate
did.
video games.
But I'm going to tell you, I feel like,
I shouldn't be asked. I wasn't.
and here's my opinion now. I feel like it would be all computer generated, and I mean that's like I guess that's fine if you're going to make an animated movie, but like I'd rather play. And I'm not even a Smash Brothers player, but I'd rather play the game than watch a CGI
Well,
movie.
Smash
about
Brothers
it.
is
Like,
way more about gameplay than it is about story. Again, they do have story modes, but everybody's playing Smash because of the multiplayer, not because of the single player content. So
You remember Subspace Emissary?
I do.
I
King,
loved that.
and King DDD was like looking for Kirby. Or whatever.
And I mean, like I said, the new one has a story mode too. It's not as intricate as Subspace Emissary
Yeah,
was,
yeah.
but yeah, like no, but nobody wants that.
So most
Nobody
video
wants
game-
that garbage.
Most of the time, video game music does not enter my head,
Mm-hmm.
but sometimes at work, I just hear that music in my head, and I'm like, man, that Smash Bros.
Which one? Oh, so not the new one.
Not the new.
Would like to call attention to the fact that
The
George should have a microphone.
George.
I had no idea George sounded like that.
Wow, I had no
Well,
idea.
I'm George.
Not what I expected at all.
Well, I'm George. These limes are too slippery.
I like how when he kept talking, you put the microphone back up to
How are his levels there?
He's good. Coming
Oh,
across
boy.
great. All right. First comment comes from Streaks.
No, I'm not doing it anymore. Leave me
Streak
alone.
says that would be huge. Nintendo should at least consider, with all the success of the Sonic film, Or let me try this again. Nintendo should at least consider, with all the success the Sonic films are having right now, and we would know the direction of the next Smash game, Super Smash Brothers, the movie, the game. Yeah, I think we need to see how this Mario movie does before we start talking about Smash Brothers.
Smash
stuff.
Brothers as a series, like the subspace emissary sort of thing,
As
where
like
it's like a progression.
The Smash Brothers cinematic
Could work,
universe.
but like this, like a 2-hour movie. Actually, it could be 3 hours right now, right? Like everybody's cool with 3-hour long movies, so let's do it.
Well, I mean, with the great success that Sonic has seen and how much everybody's loving the Halo TV show, yeah, I say.
I mean, your dad especially.
He should. Oh, well, now I know why he loved it, because I hear that Master Chief shows off his Master Beef in this latest episode.
Oh,
yeah? And that's why your dad likes it?
He shows his butt, doesn't he?
In the second episode, I only watched the second episode.
Oh, maybe it's in the third.
It might be the third
But-
episode because I didn't notice it. But
Does he still wear the helmet? Just no pants?
Yeah. No
When-
pants.
well, when you
all-
said
all
Matt-
ass.
when
he
you
takes
said
off his
Master
helmet
Beef.
in like the first
Yeah.
10
Beefcake.
minutes.
Oh, he does?
Yeah,
It-
and then it's off like the
He
whole second episode.
He takes off his helmet in the last 10 minutes of the first episode, and you're like, oh,
What an
all right.
egomaniac. Remember
There we
that
go.
It's just
Remember that
he's-
Judge Dredd movie they made? Carl Urban did not take his mask off that entire movie. Like that's a man with no ego.
It's another one like where we're like, all right, let's study Halo. First things first. He's got to take his helmet off. That's what we need him to do. Yes, Nicky?
No, the actor. He's the only thing I really know him from. Oh no, he was in American Gods, and he was also in Orange Is the New Black.
Oh, okay.
I believe.
The
Right?
actor who plays Master Chief, you're
I
saying?
believe so. Right?
Master Commander.
Master Commander.
Master Sergeant.
Beef Commander?
Commander Beef.
Yeah,
Master
Commander-
Beef.
Commander?
I don't know. RMC, I know that you're a, I started watching it and I'm going to keep watching it even though I don't like it kind of guy. I watched the second episode. I don't think I'm going to keep going with it.
There's too much
it's
good stuff
really,
out there.
Really bad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you're not feeling it, move on.
Time is precious.
Although, I also kind of support the idea. If you're not feeling it, follow it a little longer and you might feel it. I don't know.
The old fence rider.
Yeah.
Move on if you don't like it, but also keep
He's
with
like,
it
hold on,
and
I'm
see how it
agreeing
goes.
with people
Line-
on this
Line
podcast. I
Rider?
better come up with the opposite real quick.
There's a game Line Rider, right? I guess.
That is.
Come up with the opposite real quick.
There's a game Line Rider, right? I guess.
That is. Yes. You're right. It was on Wii and DS.
Only
and
because
computer
like if you don't follow through with something, sometimes like it might shift. It might.
Yeah. I mean, if
surprise
we
you.
didn't follow through with The
Couple-
Simpsons, we would have given up right away because the first
Yeah.
couple seasons aren't so
I
hot.
thought about that
Couple of-
too.
Yeah, it doesn't.
Couple
hit
of books that I've
stride
read
until season 3.
recently
I
didn't
am
really
HO.
didn't really suck me in until like page 150 or something.
I mean, yeah, you were talking about whatever those books where there's 16 of them, and people are like, the 7th, 8th, and 9th books aren't very good, but boy, when you get to 10, so
Well, it's like when Lube was like, Deep Space Nine gets really good in season
Yeah.
5.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
That's hard,
I'm
though.
cool with that stuff. I'm cool
Hundreds
with
of
that
like
stuff.
not hundreds, but
No, if
50 hours to get to something you like.
Going back to that
Ooh.
book analogy, first of all, it's 14 books, not 16. But if you read 7 books that were great, then yeah, you're going to keep pushing through. If 1, 2, and 3 weren't great, then that's more difficult.
I could
think.
see. Yeah, I could totally see
Well,
that.
starting off on the wrong foot is more difficult than having a great footing and then losing it.
Plus, like, you're so invested by book 7, right? In like what has happened and what might happen. Like, I could see that.
Yeah, I just I take the opinion of let's see where this is going. Even if it doesn't get me in the beginning, I'm like, I'll give you a season. I'll see how it plays out. But it's not looking good for Halo so far. I think those of us who've watched it can agree, and you've seen more than anybody at the table, so you know
I've seen
best.
everything.
All right, Josh, can you throw me to a commercial break, please? We're at the hour mark.
We'll be right back after a word from our sponsors.
Us. We're the Spirit Hunters, and we're a show that treats Hunter x Hunter and Yu Hakusho's author as the center of the universe. Some weeks we do linguistic analysis. The Chinese meaning of this character is to smelt or refine, but so the changed meaning in Japanese it means to temper. Other times, we get absolutely smashed.
So we take one shot every time. Yusuke uses the ray gun.
1 hour later.
This is the least coherent episode.
Sarah, you
I think your pirate is hot.
Check us out at HyperX.
Sarah, you
I think your pirate is hot.
Check us out at the HyperX Podcast Network.
superhero stuff.
You should know. Go deeper than you've gone before into your favorite comic book films, storylines, and characters. Superhero stuff you should know.
I'm part of the HyperX Podcast Network.
Thank you, Josh. I'm not in any mindset. I don't have a loot drop ad. They don't have a loot drop now. Go to hyperx.com and
She wants a Twitter.
buy a bunch of stuff.
Tweagle.
I know, but we played that for HyperX last time. I don't have a tweet.
Is that the only way you can
Did you
hear
know that we use
the
that for
tweagle?
Well, it's. I didn't. Are you saying you want me to get back into the tweagle each week? I'll do it.
Yeah, I mean, I'm supposed to drop the tweagle. I mean, I gave you some time.
Yeah,
Okay.
I like the tweagle. I look
I'll
forward to
get
it.
it next time. Yeah, I don't have Twitter open to those stories or anything. I apologize.
Oh, that's right.
Because I have to go to that exact story to get the comment.
Okay.
So
All right. Well, now you're
um,
on notice.
HyperX, HyperX. That's what this is.
Yes. I'm very nervous.
They do headsets.
They
and stuff,
do.
right? Do they do just headphones?
Just. What do you mean?
Just
Earbuds?
headphones without a mouthpiece? Yeah.
I don't know. Why go to HyperX and
I don't have that
.com
kind of
and take a
time.
look?
I'm asking you.
I don't know their whole catalog.
I just wanted to bring this up. It's not a competition thing. So I think I should be.
Here we go.
No, did you see that Dyson
Oh yeah,
has
right.
the headphones? That's a respirator.
I sent them to Jason because Jason's always talking about how he needs over-ear headphones that are comfortable. I was like, here you go, these things. Dyson really is making a headset that's got like a filter over the mouth for breathing clean air, but it's also like a regular head pair of headphones, but they're massive, obviously. I want to see what it's
so like how the head thing straps up here. So now this has a strap up here and a strap across your face. And
you can take that part off though. You can
looks-
just use them as
you can
headphones
just
if you
use
want.
the thing across your face. It just the timing and everything. It looked like an April Fool's joke, but then
Right.
you look at the website and you're like, this is a lot of information for an April Fool's joke.
It's a real deal.
All like the development of the device and like all their prototypes and stuff like that. It's just crazy looking. Dyson, they are
Doesn't lose suction.
They're
Dyson, man. Their fans way expensive.
They make advancements in
Doesn't
places
provide
that
enough
you don't think you
suction.
need advancements. You know what I mean?
Doesn't
Like that
provide
desk
enough
lamp that
suction.
follows the arc of the sun, so that you can have all the windows closed and still have simulated daylight.
Highly and Tom, that's a great gift. Thanks, Guy Bones. Yes, I was unprepared for the tweakle. All right. The BAFTA Game Awards have concluded for 2022, and we have our winners, and there were some Switch related winning games. For example, Artistic Achievement went to The Artful Escape. Did you play that?
I played it for a couple of hours. It is very artistic. It's beautiful to look at, and
Yeah, it looks awesome in the trailers.
Is the game fun?
it's okay.
I already did it.
It's kind of like Grease in a way where it doesn't feel like the stakes are very high, but it's beautiful to look at.
Oh.
But I really enjoyed playing Grease, whereas I played a couple hours of this and I was like, I get it, and then that was it.
I'm sorry. The second you say Grease, I just think John Travolta and Olivia Newton-John.
Yep.
Oh,
Yeah.
jeez.
It's a lot like playing Grease.
I kind of wish it
except
had a
there's not so
different
much
title because of that.
Shebang, shebang, shabab.
Yes.
Toem, their development team won for Something We Made / Something We Made. What else we got? Unpacking won for Best Narrative. And Unpacking also won for Game of the Year. Unpacking is... So these are all on Switch, the winners that I mentioned. Actually, the only category where the Switch game didn't win... Oh, wait, this is a Switch game. Oh, it didn't work.
Wow, we are seeing a whole progress. here.
The bold
Hulk Hogan right here.
The bold mark didn't work. The best family game went to Chicory, A Colorful Tale, which is one of my favorite games of last year. So yeah,
It's
all
the
these
game.
games are available.
Fun.
Oh, thanks, Reggie. All these games are available on Switch. Unpacking is like a
Is my least favorite thing to
it's
do.
it's like a puzzle game about organization and all that stuff, but it also tells a story.
Unpacking?
What? What'd you say?
Unpacking.
He said
I
unpacking.
gotta look that up.
Yeah.
There's something that you just announced. I saw.
What?
I think on your website.
Chicory is I talked about unpacking this week and I don't remember what it was.
Is it the one? It's just like here's some books and like you have to stack.
No, that's a new game that's coming out. Oh, what was that called? A Little to the Left?
Yes, that's the one I was looking at.
Chicory is from or Chicory has music from Lena Raine, the one who did the music for Celeste. But Chicory in general is a fantastic game about paintbrushes and Zelda style puzzles, and it's really cool, really awesome. So go check that out. Those are the ones that I played. Dude played a little bit of the Artful Escape, and he says it is worthy of the Art Awards, so Artistic Achievement Award. So great games on there. Go check those out. Donut Muffin says Unpacking has a great minimalist story that made me cry. Well deserved win. I keep hearing really good things about Unpacking. I just hate organization in real life, so I'm like, I don't know if I want to do that in a game, but if
I think we discussed that already when we were earlier in the show.
I'll have to check it out. And then finally, Metroid Dread has been updated to version 2.1.0. This includes the new boss rush mode. This is a mode where you fight 12 continuous boss battles and you aim for the best time. Any damage received is carried over into the next fight, and weapons are fully restored between battles.
Have you ever been RMC a boss rush mode guy?
There's only one franchise I do boss rushes in. You want to guess?
Is it a Nintendo game?
No. While you're thinking, I'll go through this. It has Survival Rush, which is a mode where players can see how many bosses they can defeat inside of a 5-minute time limit. Then there's Dread Rush, which is the same rules as Boss Rush, but if Samus is hit by a boss, her energy drops to 0 and she is defeated. So extra tough challenges. And then there's a general fix included as well. An error where the game over screen would not display properly when Samus takes damage and is defeated immediately after destroying a central unit has been fixed. So that error will no longer happen anymore. Your guesses for my boss rush game?
Gears of War.
No. Castlevania.
Oh.
I always do the boss rush modes in Castlevania games, which
I
only
guess we're
came
not
around really
Castlevania
with the
Very nice.
Metroidvania games.
Oh yeah, that's right.
You unlock those after you beat the game, most of the time anyway.
Yeah, I don't think boss rush modes are really my thing either.
I don't know why in Castlevania games I like them, but that's the only ones I do it in.
Not my thing.
Donut Muffin says, my completionist self is going to hate these. Time for some torturous fun. Yeah, I'm sure people have already managed to blow through these without any issue and put the videos on Twitch or YouTube. But good luck to anybody who's trying them. And that's it. That's it for the news this week, everybody.
Bye, everybody.
That's all.
Congratulations.
Deux, what have you been playing?
So this week I played a night of Fortnite with the boys again. Had a good time.
Fortnite with the boys.
And I didn't get to play Kirby this week, which is a bummer. But I did play.
You could play it today.
Maybe I could. I did play a little game called Tunic.
Yeah, I've been curious about Tunic actually.
Yeah, it's really wonderfully done. The art style is really great, and it's got a lot of charm, and it's very like Link's Awakening-esque, the remake kind of. I've got some gripes. Here's the thing. It's going to be right up your alley, RMC.
It's too hard.
You're going to love this game. For me, I get what
This
they're
is the
trying to do.
first time for me.
For me,
in the Tunic
I get
universe,
what they're trying to do. Like, none of the signs are in English. There's no way to translate them. You pick up, like, game tells you absolutely nothing, and as you pick up little pieces of paper in the game that actually put together an instruction booklet, like a classic NES style instruction booklet. And at first I hated that. But the more pieces of paper I got and the more of the instruction booklet and the map and all that stuff that I got, I actually started to get into it a little bit. The thing, it's a difficult game. It's got kind of a Souls style aspect where when you save at a shrine, the enemies come back. So it's a trade-off between like, do I want to get my health back or do I want to like bring the enemies back? The thing that's getting me about it, well, first of all, the art style is really, really nice, but like for me, it's just not as call me a Nintendo snob if you want. Like it's just not as good as if like I keep thinking like, oh, I wish like Nintendo made this game because like the art style would have been a little bit better. And the thing is, there's something about the gameplay that it's purposely in there. Like there's like a latency with hitting the button and like the swinging animation.
Oh
like
no, really?
It's like I mean, and it's not bad at all.
No.
And like when you get used to it, it's, you know, you feel accomplished, like you feel a good sense of accomplishment playing the game. So it's really well reviewed. A lot of people love this game. For me, I'm still in the courtship phase where I'm like, am I going to do Michael's this and quit? Or am I going to like push through and try to get a little stronger and then start to enjoy the experience more?
Am I going to do Michael's this or am I going to Michael's do it?
Yeah, I think I read an article about it, and whoever wrote the article was kind of the same way. Yeah, they were like, it's you know, a really interesting mechanic, but I think they said they didn't really care for it.
I want to know who said this. I want to know what outlet.
Oh, it was like an AV Club article.
Give me
I think.
their name.
I'm not gonna give it to you on the podcast.
AV Club's fine. AV Club's fine.
Oh, I thought you were serious.
No.
It's got a lot of charm. Very, very charming.
Sorry, too.
It's I mean, it's starting to get fun. The more I play it, the more I'm enjoying it. And like I said, the instruction booklet I hated at first, but now I understand it. It feels very NES, like I'm playing an NES game. But the problem is, I don't think I ever beat an NES game as a kid. Forget about now.
I probably didn't
either. Actually. Yeah, so like, you know, I appreciate it. I get what they're trying to do. It's been an uphill battle for me. I wanted to really like it right out of the gate. And I'm just gonna have to stick with it. Also, I want to mention that the music is kind of boring. It's not bad at all. It's almost like the music for like a puzzle game. Like it doesn't have. It's not very melodic. I don't.
Is that what it's like?
It's not. I thought. All right. If you were listening, I said the music was disappointing. So no, it's not like that.
Yeah, you're right. Cat Trap's too good.
But it's very like. Yeah, it's not like that at all. It feels like it almost feels like you're playing a puzzle game or like a match 3 game where it's like a fine tune,
like Penny and Flow,
that like
Bejeweled, like old school Bejeweled.
I can't explain it. It's
Okay.
just it's not like
kind of ambient or. Like...
Thank you. That's the word I'm looking for.
It's kind of like
it's a little more ambient and ethereal. And
Colma says the music is super subtle.
Yeah, I mean that's kind of how I felt about like Breath of the Wild soundtrack. If to be honest, I mean not all of it, but
Breath of the Wild is more ambient soundtrack wise than I would say any other Zelda game.
Oh yeah, definitely.
You get songs when you get to like the Divine Beasts,
right?
And the forest, and I'm trying to think of other areas. The towns obviously have songs, but yeah, out and about you get the piano melodies here and there, but that's
would you
really
say Tunic has like even less of that?
No, it's not as sparse as Breath of the Wild's music is. It's there constantly, but it's just, it's not like you're humming the tune after you're done playing it, or like,
is it like Cat Trap?
I think we said it's not like Cat Trap.
Well, never mind.
Right,
Sorry.
well, I'm finished talking about this then, since you guys are all finished
what?
with
I
me
was trying
talking
to have
about
a
it.
No,
conversation.
last time
It really
you
was.
talked about a game and we didn't say anything, and at the end you were like, I guess nobody's going to talk to me about this game, and now we're talking and you're upset.
Well, that was when we were talking about the new Fortnite, which you and I both played together. This is a game that only I've played myself, and if you had any questions about the game, like does the music sound like Cat Trap, I could answer that for you.
So it doesn't sound like Cat Trap.
I can't say it does, just based on what you were all diddling out of your mouths earlier. But
I mean, I've heard music. Well, obviously I heard music in the demo that I played, and I get what you're saying, but I need to hear more of the soundtrack before I can
Well, I think you'll really like the game, especially, and there's a lot of people that really do love this game. And it's like I said, it's just been an uphill battle for me. I remember playing the demo and kind of being disappointed just because of the same thing. It was like a little more challenging than I expected. I'm a simple guy. I'm not a difficult guy when it comes to.
I'm not a difficult do.
I'm not a difficult do when it comes to like game difficulty and figuring things out myself.
That should be like
cat trap, by the way.
I figured it was.
So good.
Yeah, no, this is wonderful. This isn't.
This is great if you have anxiety.
For everybody listening, this is Tunic. You're hearing the soundtrack.
It's that good.
Yeah, I mean, it's on my list of stuff to play, which is a million games
Cat Trap?
long. But
It's on
no,
your list?
no. But
I mean, that's
uh,
always on the list. Obviously.
Tunic. I mean,
one of these days I'm going to be.
I'm sorry,
Cat
it's
Trap.
not
I'm so close.
all the way clicking for you, but
The
like you
last
said, you're at
puzzle
the
is,
point
like,
where you're trying
so
to decide if you're
ridiculous.
gonna continue on or call it a day.
Yeah, I think what I have to do is stop comparing games to Nintendo games because
Yeah, you're just going to set yourself up
like
for
I
disappointment.
immediately was just like, oh, this is like Link's Awakening, and then I play it and I'm like, this doesn't feel like Nintendo makes me feel.
Horny.
Unprotected, if you know what I mean. So, but yeah, so that's, I mean, again, I'm gonna keep playing it. I'm kind of getting into a groove with it, and like I said, the more with games like this, sometimes it just takes a little time and a couple of like items or abilities that you get as you get stronger that then pull me into the experience. So, I'm trying not to do Michael's it. I'm trying to Michael's do it. So
I like it. I applaud that.
It's very positive.
I applaud that.
Oh, you don't have to. Thanks.
Is that it, Dew?
That's everything I've played this week. Yep. Thank
Kirby?
you.
All I've been playing is Wordle.
Excellent.
Today's was really easy, by the way.
NickyHill? I haven't done it today yet.
This podcast brought to you by the New York Times.
I haven't played anything.
Okay. MomBrain?
Penny and Flo.
Oh,
and
excellent.
Wordle. And yesterday and today, I got the word in 2 tries.
Whoa!
row,
Wow!
right? Like I
Wordle wordsmith, a
Yeah.
Wordle wizard,
Yeah.
a wizardle.
George, what have you been playing?
I'm trying to carry these limes, please. I can't talk. Not right now. Oh God!
Can you hear me?
Hold on. Can you get that?
Can you help me with these limes?
Can you get that lime down there, please? Excuse me. By my feet, please.
Not that lime. Whoa!
There's 2 limes in the bag. Just blow my way. So stupid. Not quite ripe yet. This idea.
Oh my god!
This idea of putting the microphone up to George's face is really funny.
Oh yeah, we got a bit here. Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
I'm having fun.
Oh, what did you play, Romy? Oh, thanks, George. I played Fortnite with everybody. We're playing zero build mode, and we're still having a ton of fun with that. I played a lot with Deux and Lube and other people you don't know, and I played a lot with Raw Mom and my cousins and my cousin's kid, and man, it was it's great. It's a lot of fun. Still really enjoying that game. But unfortunately, that's all I had to play. I was playing that like at night when I had finished up work on other things. So I haven't played anything else other than stuff I'm playing for review, and I can't talk about some of that stuff. So sadly, I don't have anything else to talk about with what I played. So that's it. That's all we got. But we do have questions. You can send your questions to
What are you buying?
GoNinPod@gmail.com.
Where?
GoNinPod@gmail.com. They can be about Nintendo, they can be about video games in general, or they can be about whatever the hell you want them to be. Remember, if you send a question, please put question or question or something like that in the title of the email. Today's question comes from Keith. Keith says, not a real question, But since it was posed to the podcast on a previous episode, the ice cream flavor of the podcast is without a doubt Totino's flavor.
Wow, what a
really
coincidence.
Funny. That's really funny. And if not, it's hot dog flavor, but in the form of an ice cream sandwich. I'll leave you guys to debate how that works as a sandwich or a hot dog.
Oh, no thanks.
Totino's flavor is an excellent pick because you're 100% right. NickyHill literally brought Takis, Totino's,
what are they?
death pouches. I don't know what you call them.
That's exactly what they're going to be.
They're little like mozzarella bites, but they have Taki flavoring on the outside of them. So, just the whole combination of things you should never put inside of your body. But that's what I mean. I've had them before. I think they're great, but I love Takis. So,
yeah, I think you love Takis more than the average person, I would say.
I think so. I don't eat them like I used to, but I definitely love them. And I always have the same feeling when I eat them. This doesn't taste like something that should be edible, and then I go back for more. So I can't explain it. But yes, Totino's flavor for the podcast makes perfect sense.
The sluice, that's what your butthole becomes when you have too many Takis.
Speaking of Totino's, I was complaining about, so let's be honest here. If you're in the pizza roll game, Totino's is the number one. Like,
I don't even know. Can anyone name any other pizza roll
They
brands?
do. There's other companies that make them, but Totino's is your go-to.
Now, right?
I honestly can't think of it.
Exactly what I was going to talk about. Snow days.
Why do you call it snow days? You only want people to buy it in the winter?
So snow days, for those who don't know, are pizza rolls, but they're all like organic and healthy ingredients and all this stuff. And they're supposed to be very great quality. And the reviews from people I've seen, I say they're excellent. And I'm sure they are.
Oh, I thought you were going to say you hated it.
But they're unbelievably expensive. It's like $13 for a bag. And I'm like, you get a Totino's bag for like $4 and change.
That's connected to them, wasn't there?
Also
That's
really?
It's made with real ingredients and it has like a
I think
limited
it was,
shelf
yeah.
life.
Oh, okay.
Because of that and everything. Like,
but who the hell is going to pay $13 for a bag of pizza rolls?
we have there's a restaurant
Scarlett Johansson's people, I
downtown here
guess.
that buys them and sells them for like I think it's probably priced rather expensive, but it's all like natural clean food, right?
Yeah, but you're not going to this restaurant to eat pizza rolls. I mean, I would, and that's like a one-time out thing. You're like, yeah, let's go out and we'll have a nice fancy organic
roll.
meal.
Yeah, can you imagine
no,
like a
I mean,
fancy,
this place
for a nice pizza roll.
I meant this place in general.
What's
Can you imagine like a really fancy like plated like pizza roll dinner with like a little dab of sauce in the middle?
I think
I want to.
if you're doing a fancy pizza roll dinner, you're missing the point of
I
pizza
just
rolls.
realized that
Exactly.
like there's Totino's pizza rolls, which are like, hanging out by myself. I just want to have some pizza rolls. But when you eat with friends and everybody gets pizza, you get a pepperoni roll, which is just a big
giant
pizza roll.
Yeah.
Oh, it
A
makes
big
sense
fancy.
now, yeah.
You need to wear a bow tie now when you eat this because it's your fancy dinner is
okay.
a large pizza roll
Okay. I mean, no argument here. Yeah, it's a giant pizza roll. I get it.
and a monocle.
So yeah, I want to try
What
these
do
snow
you-
day things, but that's too expensive.
Would you try? Would you try these snow days pizza rolls, George?
Do they have any lime in them?
Only if only if they're fresh and non-GMO.
Organic snow day. I mean, then.
They make pizza rolls. Where are all the lime rolls?
All right, moving on. MomBrain, did you know that we have a Patreon?
Where?
You can join this Patreon, the GoNintendo
For
Patreon.
$1.
For $1. Thank you, Billy. And we have a question section on the Patreon, and this question comes from Firequackers. Firequackers says, have you ever played a game so good it ruined your enjoyment of other games? After playing both Breath of the Wild and The Last of Us Part 2, other games felt like a waste of time because I was having less fun and emotional investment. I had to take a break from gaming for a bit to enjoy it again. We've all talked about, you just hinted at that kind of thing earlier in the show. Yeah, we've all had those moments where you play something that is so fun to play or hits you so emotionally hard that you're just like, I don't know where to go next. I don't know what game is going to be able to live up to this. So you take a break for a bit.
Yeah. After Solitaire, I didn't know what to do.
I usually try and swing like as far in the other direction as I can. So like, if I'm playing The Last of Us Part 2, then whatever I'm going to play next is like an arcade experience that doesn't have any story, that is just purely focused on
I
fun.
think I'm still hungover from The Last of Us.
I'm sure you are. You're going to have to relive it too when the HBO show comes out in 20 years, whenever that's coming out. Yeah, we've all been there, and it happened to me with Last of Us Part 2. It happened to me with Breath of the Wild. It happened to me with
both those games.
Undertale. It happened to me with
not that one. That did happen to me with Undertale, but just in the wrong direction.
Doki Doki Literature Club, Life is Strange happens with all of those. So yeah,
I needed a palate cleanser or something after some of those games that you mentioned for those exact reasons.
It happened to me most recently with Deltarune Chapter 2, because I love those games as well. And when I finished that, I was like, so long. Well, I don't know how long it's going to be until the next chapter, but I would imagine it's going to be so long, and there's nothing else that scratches that itch. And I was like, oh man, it's just gone already. And now what do I go to next? And it's tough, but yeah, it happens. It happens. You just got to find the right kind of game to get back into gaming with. And like I said, go for whatever the complete opposite is. At least in terms of tone, maybe the tone will be so far removed from what you just played that it'll help you get out of that funk.
But take the time and feel through your feelings if you need to.
Let them stay with you. Let them.
Or you could do what I do and just close your eyes and run right through them.
Process them. Let them shape you going forward. Yeah, that's what those experiences are for. Like with Grease. Grease is an emotional, thought-provoking experience. So no,
totally. Especially that whole
Shubapa
Danny
Ruby-Doo.
Sandy.
Yeah, I knew you were going there.
There's a lot of intense emotions.
So yes, Firecrackers, we have been there.
Wait, what was
the Grease theory that Sandy died, she drowned at the beach, and like the entire movie that you see is like her brain before she passes.
I just realized you were talking about the movie Grease and not the game. Sorry.
Yeah.
Guy Bones says Elden Ring and Kirby,
they
for
fly
example.
off at the end in a car. Like,
and you're saying that represents death?
She's flying up into
Okay, yeah, you know what? I think I have heard that.
Just like they die at the end of Back to the Future.
Aw.
We've all seen Grease, right? We've all seen the movie Grease, so we can keep talking about it.
Oh, I guess we have to move on. You don't even know the end of Grease?
Sorry.
They're in the car.
One of them's pregnant, right?
Unless, of course, you're Lisa,
She
and then
gets
you
a
don't
visit
know
from a
that.
friend. Yeah.
There you go.
But then there's Grease 2.
Yeah, I haven't seen Grease 2. I only saw the first one.
Man, I
I've
guess you
never
guys have
seen-
seen Grease.
I've never seen Grease.
Okay, thank you. Jeez, I thought I was going crazy here.
Never
We've
seen
all
it.
seen this movie.
Yeah, I don't really like it. I've only seen it once, but I understand why people like it. Sorry.
Michelle
Moving
Pfeiffer.
on. What?
She's great.
Oh no, I was talking about the first Grease. I haven't seen Grease 2.
Well, it looks like we're watching Grease 2 tonight.
We are not watching Grease 2
we gotta watch
tonight.
the first one because Stu hasn't seen
We're
it.
not. We're not watching
Play the
either
game.
of them. Okay.
Yeah,
All
Play
right.
the game and then watch the second movie.
Eileen Triforce. Guy Bone says Elden Ring and Kirby, for example, the perfect. Wow, that just jumped up really quickly. The perfect pairing, like Doom and Animal Crossing. That's right. And Highland Tom says, I go from a major experience of a string of Nindies, and then when I'm ready, I go back to a major game. Yeah, that's a good idea too. Like, your big AAA or big brand name franchise, and then you go into some indie stuff and then bounce back.
Yeah,
Great idea.
all those people who complain that there's nothing to play, but they're like specifically talking about like the AAA games.
Like this
Did I
guy's
talk
friend.
about that
Oh
here?
yeah. I was listening to it. It was making me angry last week.
Was that here at the table or out there?
No, it was here at the table.
Wait, who is this?
When he was
Somebody at
talking
my
about
work
his friend
said-
at work that's like, there's
said-
nothing to play because I'm stupid. He didn't say
When?
that.
Wow.
There's nothing to play because I'm too lazy to look up what's out there.
What does he like to play?
No, who the hell knows? He doesn't look.
Call of Duty, bro.
Maybe.
Well, what
Call
did he
of Duty,
play
bro.
that he enjoyed? And right,
I
didn't he
don't
play
even know.
That's why the
one
He brought
thing-
up Kirby, which surprised you.
He was playing
okay,
Kirby.
right, yeah.
A while back, he was playing the Shinsekai Depths of the Deep, whatever it's called.
Oh, is that the Capcom game?
Yeah, where
Yes,
you're
yes.
a
I don't
sub-
remember the name of that one. Somebody in the chat will do it. Capcom Underwater 2D.
Shinsekai is the name.
Okay. Depths of the Deep is the subtitle. Is that what you're going with? Okay.
which is again, it's like a stranger game to play. It's like not really fast paced. You're underwater the whole time, and it's kind of Metroidvania esque ish. But yeah, blew me away when he said that. I was like, you haven't looked at all.
Especially if he
When he said that, I was like, you haven't looked at all.
especially if he hasn't played like all the big ones, like the obvious.
That's
ones.
weird. Like to play Shinsekai and then be like, "There's nothing else out." Like
Right.
then you
Because
should be
it's
like,
such a
"There's
unique.
Have you
Like,
tried Call of Duty or Apex Legends?
I mean, that's not indie, but it
Into the depths," says Colma. Close.
into the depths of the deep. Yeah.
Thank you, Colma. So yeah, go play stuff. There's plenty of stuff. You'll find stuff to get out of your funk. All right, Mom Brain, would you like to do? Oh, do you have the information or any of that?
I'm ready.
Wow. Do you have music to send us? If you do, send it to goninpod@gmail.com.
For $1.
Where?
goninpod@gmail.com. Please put music in the title.
Absolutely.
But we're gonna do 5. It's 5. 5
Okay.
feels right. I want to get a bit of a backlog going before we really.
All right. So here's our first song.
My name's Josh Robot, and I'm here to say I'm the best on this podcast, far and away. I'm so great. And you guys suck. If you don't like that, I don't give a darn.
Don't look, George.
What?
I'm sorry. I'm having a podcast brain fart. What was the song we played for NickyHill? You got music. Why are we doing that?
Let's see.
This is Josh's world.
New segment.
New
We'll be
segment.
right back.
Cool.
Sweet releases. I don't see it.
You got
Let me
music.
see. Let me look under general.
Let me look under
What
genitals.
do you think it would be called?
Who the hell knows?
Music?
I know we're forgetting something.
Wow.
Have we played?
Oh
it?
no, you know what? It wasn't on the soundboard. I played it from my computer back in the day.
Well, good news. You got your computer.
Yeah, but it's gonna. I don't know where it is.
You got music. You want to hear it? You want to hear it? Oh.
Beep, 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 beep.
Is that what I sound like?
We don't even need the recording.
That was pretty good.
All right, guys.
It really is. Is that what I really sound like?
Yeah. Definitely.
First song comes to us from Mikey3319.
Tunic. Wait, I know this. This is Waterworld on Super Nintendo.
It's Waterworld on Super
Did you
Nintendo.
play
You're
that?
right.
No, I've only listened to the soundtrack because it's so good.
Yeah, it's amazing that they knew the movie sucked, right? I mean, why would they waste time making
There-
such great music?
I
for
just
the
saw
game?
a TikTok of the Waterworld stunt show in Universal Studios. The guy, like one of the actors or whatever from the stunt show, has like a squirt gun, and the guy is walking up with his camera, and he turns the camera back, and the guy gets like water out of the giant basin. And
This is
like,
sexy
probably
as
full
hell.
of nasty stuff, and sprays the guy in the face. It was like, oh my god, why would you do that?
This guy makes amazing game
What else has he
soundtracks,
done?
and he only did music for licensed games, as far as I know. So he did Jurassic Park, he did the Flintstones, like he did. I think he did.
You should interview
Eek the Cat. He did Eek the Cat, but his music isn't. I tried reaching out to him on YouTube, and I haven't heard back from him yet. I would love to interview him. He doesn't do game music anymore, but his stuff is so good. This makes me. There's the robot we used to use.
Bebot.
I want to play these games because the soundtracks. I played Jurassic Park. I played that on Super Nintendo. It's not a bad game. It's not.
Oh, that's
great.
the ocean version.
Yes, yeah.
The-
Ocean, king of the great licensed games. Them and LJN.
Yeah, I think Ocean was like maybe a notch better as in terms of quality.
I'd
don't
agree
know.
with that. I'd agree.
This song comes from Nico Darunia.
Sounds like a portable.
Yeah.
Sounds like a GBA.
This,
No.
Oh, this
Yes.
sounds.
Yes.
This sounds really familiar. Videos?
No.
Or no?
It's using 8 bits.
Shoot.
Is it a Nintendo?
Yes.
This is first party.
Yes.
That's the DS. Okay.
What is this if it's first party? Get out of that chat. Dude's out. He's looking at the chat.
I already know what the answer is.
Is that why you asked if it's first party?
Yes, sir.
Oh, don't do that, man.
What? I didn't say the answer, and I wouldn't have gotten it right anyway.
Don't
so-
worry, dude. They'll never get it.
Okay.
Oh,
Jeez.
all right. Well, you don't have to have a tantrum over it.
First party. Walking. All right.
I have no idea.
All right. It's not a Pokemon game.
Switch sports.
I thought I knew what it was, but yeah.
You know,
It is a Pokemon
I don't want to do it
You
anymore.
never get the
Oh, okay.
Pokemon game.
Yeah.
She would have just nodded, so why can't I nod?
But you're not supposed to.
So what were you gonna say? No.
What is it? Is it
Pokemon.
Pokemon Snap?
That's not on DS. Pokemon. Is it like a main line? Pokemon Black, White.
Pokemon.
That if it here is, I
Pokemon.
don't know the answer to that question.
Pokemon Mystery Dungeon.
Yes.
Oh.
I think she's just saying yes to Pokemon.
Pokemon
Good job.
Mystery Dungeon
Very good.
Blue Rescue Team on the DS from Nico Darunia.
I met Professor Pokemon when that game came out.
Ooh.
He was
We're
wearing a
proud of
lab
you.
coat.
He was covered in blood.
Hey, between you and me, I don't know a damn thing about these Pokemon.
It was covered in Pokemon tears or Pokemon
Sobble
juice.
tears.
This one comes from our dear friend Joe Shabadoo and
Hi,
says,
Joe. Hello, Joe.
a pleasantly brief ditty. And then I won't say anything more. And
Donkey Kong.
also that it makes Joe Shabadoo think of the end of a Mr. Rogers episode. So
Kentucky Route Zero.
Oh, this is familiar now.
Animal Crossing.
Oh, no, is that the end?
no, not quite.
Boop-a-pee, boop-a-pee, boop-a-
It's so good.
Yeah, this is great.
I don't know. What system?
I think Switch.
I got nothing.
It sounds like an outdoor game, like something you'd walk around.
Short hike.
Yes,
Oh,
Wow.
it is a short hike.
Did you look in the chat? I kept my eyes closed in case you looked in the chat.
Yes. So Joe said, pleasantly brief ditty from a recent fave indie game.
Yeah, another game I've heard great things about.
Yeah.
It's a bird, right? You fly, you don't hike.
Well, I think yes, it is a bird, but I think
Misleading.
you catch the draft. I don't think you fly. I don't know. I haven't played it.
Still, there's no hiking.
You hike, yeah. A short hike, yeah.
This music comes from. Just want to make sure I don't see any other name. So this one comes from Antonio.
Antonio.
Focus all attacks. Is this an RPG?
I don't think so.
I was gonna ask if this was like a Fire Emblem or something.
No.
Okay.
No.
This sounds like some sort of mystery is happening.
Is this
some sort of caper?
like a newish game?
I believe it is. Yes.
Is it on
No.
the Switch?
I think so.
Okay.
First part?
No.
And we were doing good.
I don't know if it's a franchise. I think there might be more than one, but I can't be sure.
I got nothing on this one.
I'm sure you played it, RawMeat.
Excellent.
Odama?
No. I want to
Battle
say
Tanks.
like NickyHill might have played it, but that could also be misleading. I could be very wrong.
We both played it
I-
and it's
but
on Switch, and she's 100% sure.
Yeah, I got no idea.
I don't know.
Are we done?
Yes.
Oh man.
I was just clearing my throat that time.
Hollow Knight.
And
Oh.
all of us have you played Hollow Knight?
I've been meaning to play it for a long time
did
now.
play
I haven't
Hollow
played it
Knight.
yet, but I've been listening to the soundtrack.
You know, and I listen to like relaxing game music compilations on YouTube, and Hollow Knight stuff always pops up, but that's not that one.
Did I mention I need a new micro SD card? That's why I haven't played anything recently. I've ran out of space.
You could like delete the games off there.
I don't really do that though. I like having them there. Like it's just a personal thing. All right.
Okay.
Get off my case.
They'll always be there for you to re-download.
Yeah, you can
until
re-download them. Yeah.
Nintendo decides to shut that service down, and then you can't re-download.
Right.
Which
Exactly.
hasn't
I'm paranoid.
Which hasn't happened yet with anything. Just putting that out there.
Yet.
Yet.
Look, I'm
Haven't seen
I'm
Evil
just
Dead
staying
2
prepared.
yet.
What is that?
High fidelity.
This is a song sent to us from Rosemary the Farmer and Freddie Fro, and it is dedicated to the one and only. That is my
George.
stomach. Did you hear my stomach?
I heard it.
Oh, I thought you were playing music.
I thought something
No, that was my
outside.
stomach.
Oh my god. You
That
must be
was
starving.
that's the beginning to
I'm
regular
not,
show.
actually. Sorry. So this is dedicated
That
to
was me farting by Chopin.
dedicated to Josh Grobot.
Ooh. Anytime you're ready.
It's playing.
Were we supposed to
I
guess
don't see
the
anything.
tune your stomach played just now?
This is Tetris Effect.
It is.
The Tetris Effect. Or Tetris Effect Connected.
Wait, which is the song? This is the song we played last week.
No, this is the main theme. This is the It's great. This was the song they used in the original trailer for it, and it was my favorite trailer of that E3. Like, that trailer made me cry. I was like, this is an amazing trailer. Such a good job. Such a great Tetris game.
I use this sound, this song when I play because I love it so much.
It's a great song.
It's great.
Oh,
it's like
the
level.
original Tetris.
No,
That's
actually,
what this song is.
I'm
Yeah,
wrong.
it's a remake.
I'm wrong. It's a certain level. Like you play the one mode or the
Yeah.
one screen.
It's the opening
one.
level.
Although, have you played those?
I played Tetris on the Game Boy.
No. This game.
Haven't you played this a little bit in VR?
I mean, I sat there with the headset on while you
he's
played
seen it.
My
He's seen it.
gosh,
and
the-
got me all the cool
the
visuals.
one of my favorite ones is like the outer space one, where like every time you like flip a tetramino, it's like radio transmission, so it's like like they're talking. It's crazy.
It's a great. It's probably the best Tetris game.
Or the
Did
New
you
York
know
City Jazz one.
you can
where,
play
like,
Tetris
every
for
time
free
you-
at Tetris.com?
What every time like you flip a thing,
I didn't.
it's
Nobody
like-
ever tells me.
it's jazz notes and stuff, so it just sounds
Jazz
like
hands?
really crazy, and then it all comes
Sounds
together.
like he knows what he's talking about. I thought we were all going to make fun of him for saying Tetramino, and now
No,
I realize
no,
I'm
what
the
is it
idiot.
called? That's what it. No, you're right.
Well, yeah, I
used to
learned
write
that
for
from you.
Tetris.com. You are
Romy.
correct. Yes.
I learned that from you that they're called Tetraminos.
That
Oh, is it
correct.
Tetris.com?
I don't
There's
really
like-
know anything about Tetris.com.
Did you know you can play Tetris for free on Tetris.com?
Hey,
I didn't
Jo-
know that.
Where did you
Yeah,
find
Josh
that out,
knows.
Josh?
That Josh knows everything. He's a hardcore gamer.
That's none of your business.
All right. Well, that's music. We got
Tetris for Jeff.
Oh yeah, I forgot about Tetris for Jeff.
we got 4 out of 5. I'll take it. That's good.
Nice.
George, maybe next week you can participate in music.
I'm pretty busy with these limes. Yeah, George. Maybe if you use both hands instead of one hand, you could get a firmer grip on there.
Yeah, that's where he went wrong.
I feel like we need to get him a lime colored microphone.
Ooh.
Oh wow, that'd be great.
Replace this with like a phone.
George, how do you feel about that? That's crossing the line. Sorry. I mean,
Good one, Jeff.
you know
Crossing
how
the line.
George is.
Yeah, this guy's sitting all quiet in the corner over here, and he's
We
full of
never
gems
asked
like
him to
that.
talk. All right. Well, do we have anything else? Do we have anything else today?
Oh man,
What's-
I can't
what's the
believe I
segment
didn't
called?
even.
To be
Yeah,
Don't mind if I do.
doobie doobie doo.
Don't mind if I do.
Shimmy, shimmy, yeah.
Yes. No.
You know, I actually don't have one
Oh.
this week. Usually I'm pretty good at being emailed one right at this moment.
My email just hasn't
yeah, for some reason I don't have one. But
Well,
yeah,
since you don't have any rumors, do you have any facts that we can
I
look forward to?
yeah, of course I do. But you'll have to look forward to that next week.
Oh, okay.
Top secret.
Any towel related?
I was trying to think of a towel related one to bring it all back full circle.
Any tips for keeping towels clean or anything?
Yeah, I think that's why my email stopped working, because I was so upset about the whole towel situation. I forgot to even check.
I mean,
Doesn't anyone care what I think?
Josh, what do you think? Tell us about whatever the hell you want to talk about. I don't care.
I'm a hardcore gamer.
Okay, yeah.
Don't be a sweaty. Be a go
Thank you, Josh. All right, well then that's it. I guess nothing from Deux. All right, everybody. Oh wait, I'm supposed. I keep forgetting to do this. Go to podcast.hyperx.com to see our show and everybody else's show that's part of the HyperX Podcast Network. HyperX Podcast.
Oh, I actually did just get an email. It says that it's called HyperX, not HyperAss.
HyperAss.
Go Nintendo, brought to you by HyperAss, brought to you by Taco Bell.
All right, everybody. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. We'll see you next week. Goodbye,
I don't
everybody.
want to be
Why did Josh end it with that?
That's what he did.
Be good to
All right.
yourself.
Mike, did you see the Pokemon Mystery Dungeon poster when you said that answer?
Oh no.
You just knew about a game called Pokemon Mystery Dungeon.
I mean, I remember a name being called that. I don't know
Yeah,
nothing
no,
about it.
I don't know many Pokemon games. I would have thought like all colors. But
There's that
I've
Pokemon
definitely
Detective
heard the name.
Pikachu game.
Hylian Tom says HyperAss is going to make a new butt plug for gamers. I'll pitch it to him.
Vibrating?
Yeah, it has
Trail
to.
sketch it, you know what I'm talking about?
Controlled through the internet.
I think
of
we
course.
need to record a video for your Patreon of us moving this TV for you. For Deux.
Well,
We're
now
moving
all
the
I know for sure is it has to be moved before next week. Otherwise, it's going to be a thing.
Unbelievable. Is this what I'm going to have to deal with forever? Because
No,
I
I'm
brought
moving
up a
the-
legitimate gripe.
No, you won't have to bring it up because we're
Seeing if there's
moving
room over there for a TV.
It wouldn't fit under the table.
No, because then he's got to stare at it. It needs
Why
to
did
be
you
out.
again leave me out of it? You didn't apologize sincerely, and you. And
I did too. I did too.
I mean, and you just keep ragging
Do,
on me. Like,
do,
how do you think I feel about this?
I sincerely apologize.
Apology accepted.
Okay.
All
Now
right, I'm glad
let's
it's over.
move that TV downstairs, me and you.
Son of a bitch.
Yeah, truth be told, I was gonna ask one of you to help me move it because
Yeah, I got some
My
to do.
dad asked this week, and I was like, "Dad, you're gonna die. I can't have you
That
do
would
this."
probably kill him. Yeah.
Or he'll sit on it.
So I was very tempted, but
Well, but let me run Frank down there because I picked something up out of the basket by the litter box. Like I picked up like a
well,
paper towel.
I'm not going
Oh,
over by the bar.
But the baking soda that we sprinkle in, like some of it must have fallen out, and it fell like over my foot, and so there's like a footprint. Like
I thought that was my footprint.
no, and I was in a rush and
Oh,
didn't
okay.
clean it up. I mean, it's baking
You
soda,
sprinkle baking soda around where you sleep to see if you wake up at night.
That's
and
right.
Escape.
That's right.
Parents play
No,
move
we
that
do not
TV.
have a
Raw Dad has a
shortage.
controller and he yells at RMC isn't moving the direction he's telling him to. Yeah, that sounds about right. That's true. Yeah, so everybody who watched Parents Play, I hope you enjoyed it and thank you for your kind comments and all that. It was a lot of fun to finally do it again. Yeah, and it's back. We're gonna do it more. They had fun doing it. And I saw you guys saying that my dad looks like he's doing better. I guess taking 3 years off has done that for him because he did have better control of the character once he figured out how to use the right joystick. But anything out of just moving the character was a little rough, but it makes for a great episode. So thank you for watching. And that's it. That's all we got. So thanks for joining us live, and we will see you next week. Have a great day. Have a great night. Play some games, rest, relax, hang out with family. You deserve it. We'll see you next week. Goodbye,
everybody.
Goodbye, everybody. Be good
Okay,
to
over for
yourself.
real.
Be